frozen. Don't tell anybody. It's just like Fenray. I got turned to stone. Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? Welcome to Tuesday nights, which means it's time for some tales of Ravnica.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, guys, and you know what? It's, like I said, it's Tuesday. You guys made it. Everybody always makes it here for some fun stories. Just to give you guys a little insight on what Tales of Ravnica is, if you are some new eyes to the show, we are a DnD5e show set in the world of Ravnica, which is one of the planes of existence on Magic the Gathering. That's right. A couple years ago, they wanted D&D merged together with Magic, and we're bringing you stories of the 10 different guilds. And tonight, we're going to be following the Selesnian Conclave, a guild that is constantly trying to grow their numbers and take over the world, essentially, without really people knowing it or thinking too much about it. But hey, you can sit back, relax, grab a drink, yeet your shoes, while we regale you with another fun story of Tales of Ravnica. Let's meet our crazy people that we have going this evening. Hello, everybody! How's it going?
Oh, hello! Greetings, good sir.
Excellent, excellent. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the cast. Introduce you to everybody first in this green box over here. Woo. New face to the channel, but really good friend of mine and Diana's. We've done sword fighting with him for over 10 years. He does a lot of birthday party stuff. He's great. His name is Dustin Zaney.
What's up, guys? How's it going? It is. I'm so excited to be here, man.
So excited, so excited. If you guys win, are you going to Disney?
Huh?
If you guys win, are you going to go to Disney World?
As soon as they allow us to go, we're going.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Next, you've seen her multiple times before. Fan favorite, Diana Strat Pro, coming back at you with her Little Red Riding Hood on.
No, I'm a warlock.
Oh, sorry, Little Red Warlock hood on.
Yes, you like it?
Absolutely love it. And then in the center, you love him, you hate him. He's absolutely the worst. Benjamin Birch, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm very polar in how people feel about me. All right, that's how I feel.
Ben, are you wearing guy liner?
Absolutely. I will tell you that Jamie was in here earlier having the time of her life. If you'll notice, I'm glistening with gold. I'm shimmering.
Oh, I love it. Beautiful. Good job,
Jamie had a blast doing my makeup. So
you look great. You look
I love
great.
it.
Next up, with a very awesome goatee, book, and quill, Miss Pamela returning back. Pamela murdered Diana and myself last week in Golgari.
Yep.
So now she's on the other side of the table. Maybe
I don't
can
like
get
it
her
over
back.
here. I want to go back there.
Welcome back, Pam, for another.
Yay, Pam.
We'll see it. We'll see if I can get you this week. Josh gotcha. Maybe it's my turn.
Yeah.
And then, of course, last but not least.
You can kill me. I don't like that idea.
And last but not least, GM last week, back on that side of the table, Joshua Henry with a really cool sword
Yay.
and a beard.
I like it.
Because I don't
it.
know how to make myself look like a Loxodon. So
A Loxodon. A Loxodon's like a giant elephant person, right?
the giant elephant person.
Oh, you should
Perfect.
try next week. Try a little bit better. Okay.
What
All
are we
right.
doing next week?
All right, are you guys ready? Jump into some,
Yeah.
jump into some
Absolutely.
tales.
Yes.
All right. The Selesnian Conclave, a vast interconnected commune who values the strength of the whole rather than the individual. They are the voice of Mat Selesnia, a mysterious consciousness that they believe to be the manifestation of nature itself. A lot of citizens of Ravnica look at the Selesnian Conclave as almost like a cult, like the cult of Rakdos. And they're not that far off. A lot of people see the cult of Rakdos as being this very evil group. Selesnian Conclave doesn't really come off as evil. They don't mind putting their soldiers on the front line. They don't mind trying to manipulate their people, their followers' minds into believing that this whole manifestation's belief in nature itself. They also believe, one of the biggest things that the Selesnian Conclave believe, that every member has to make sure that they conform to the belief. And conformity is not only demanded, it is expected. Move on to our tale. the 5 of you are part of a group, obviously. And currently, you're all moving actually very quickly south from District 196. Now, one thing that we know south of District 196 is lots and lots of wildlands. And for a lot of people that know about the wildlands, the rural clans tend to overrun, tend to rule these outland areas outside of all the precincts and all the districts. Now, for you, you've actually been on this journey for 2 weeks. You were instructed by your general, General Halfin, of the Selesnian army, that you must go into the Estevine Forest. Every couple thousand years, there's always been this story that has kind of gone around Ravnica that there is this ancient artifact and that different guilds fight with it all the time. For you, there's been some wind. These scouts were sent down south into the forest. Now, the forests tend to be very perilous to try to travel through. Most people that have gone through never come back out. But these scouts that went through a couple weeks ago came back and said, we believe that we found the actual grounds where this artifact is hidden. And so the general sent the 5 of you to seek out this artifact. On your way, each of you also, as the individual, you also with you have a platoon of soldiers. You're each going to have 20 people in your platoon that are going to assist you in whatever may happen on your way down south. Again, it's been about a 2-week travel. Nothing has really gone your way. You all, even with this small army, you guys have been pretty good about kind of keeping to mountains, keeping hidden under rocks and in brush, anywhere that you can find, giant caves. Nobody's really come in contact with you yet. But you have caught wind from other scouts that there is a large Gruul and even a mixture of Rakdos armies coming together to come down onto the Estevine Forest where this artifact is. It is now up to you to get there and to protect this artifact. As you're traveling, I will ask you the question. What do you all do?
We
Read.
come in.
Come in!
Thanks, Ben. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Comments.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So let's go out. Let's say hello to some peeps really quick over on the Twitches. Say hello. Seeing like everybody's got some good stuff. Like Scott Denuzzo, Adam, Diana is looking at your notes. Ben is a bad influence. Were you looking down at my notes?
No, I'm looking at my own.
Oh, her notes. Her notes.
I
Okay.
just got home from work and I'm trying to
I
quickly
don't
remember everything.
believe you.
And Craig, son of Horus, says, "Ah!"
That's
Wow.
me. Aha!
Scott Denuzzo said he couldn't recognize me. I take that as a compliment.
Pam with
I don't
her amazing
recognize
goatee
you.
going on.
He won't kiss me right now with the goatee, sadly.
Aww.
I don't want to smear it.
I'll take that.
Oh, it's not a real goatee. It's makeup.
My wife once dressed up as a couple of times when we were on tour for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. She dressed up in my costume as Yukon Cornelius with the big mustache and the big beard, and she
Yes.
tried to kiss me, and I couldn't handle it.
That's like
Couldn't do
kissing
it.
yourself.
You're just like, no.
It was very odd.
It's like, I'm sorry, hun, I love you, but not with that on.
For my work's weekly Zoom call, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, I dressed up like Joe Exotic.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
excellent.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, no Tiger King in this campaign today. And Craig Son of Horse is just yelling at everybody now. Diana! Ben! Dustin!
Hi, Craig. Pam! Josh!
Thank you. We feel the love now, too.
There you go.
Some other notes as well, too. Some subs. We've got Scott Denuzzo resubbing 22 months, almost like 2 years, Scott. And we've got a couple follows over the last 24 hours. Karamak and Raven, 777777777.
Did you count out that many sevens? Because there are a lot. I can't even focus that long.
77777. Oh, 77. I needed 2 more.
So was
There
that
you go. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So like 9 sevens in that bad boy. Also, really quick, just to let all of you know, those of you that watched last week, we were kind of doing our donations just a little bit different. We still have our $5 donation, give an edge, a +1 to a die roll. $10 donation is our, or $6 donation is our sync, -1 to a die roll of anybody. You still got the $10 mercy, taking their level off of the damage that they receive. $20 is an overcharge, which allows you to deal damage equal to your level. And then we've made wild magic a little bit easier to go crazy in the world of magic. So for $50, you can get some wild magic going on an individual if you so desire. And just like last week, we have changed around our Bitbox Battle Boss. So if you're given those bits and you get the BBBB, you have a choice. You can either give that BBBB either to me, the DM, which is a great choice, or you can give it to the PCs, which isn't as good a choice. Now, what happens? Whoever you give it to, you are essentially giving that group a +1 to all attack and damage rolls for the entire game. Now, the fun thing is, too, is it stacks. So if you come in and you're like, cool, I got a BBBB, I give it to the PCs. All the PCs get a +1 to attack and damage. Somebody else gets a BB and says, you know what? I want to give it to the DM. That means that that +1 moves over to me, and then it stacks. I now have a +2 on everything. Last week, we had an amazing fight going between Sarah BC1 and Scott Denuza. We got up to a +6 with all this crazy stuff. So if you guys want to help influence this battle,
we can get higher than a +6.
I think you guys could, but you guys are definitely
+6.
going to need it from what I have.
But now on the other side of the pluses.
Want to be crazy. All right, so I leave it to you. You guys are heading south. You're not that far away from the Estevine Forest. You know that at least a couple hours behind you, you have this giant army that is coming down on top of you, also looking for this artifact. What do you guys do?
So we're heading towards...
You're heading south to the forest.
Well, first, you know, to start things out, there's somebody leading the charge, but leading the entire pack, gleaming.
In gold?
Well, let me tell you. It is it's a black centaur. He's got black fur on and this long, luxurious black hair. And his body is contoured. Every muscle is contoured in gold so that he shines like a beacon in the sun. And he looks at the rest of you and he says, "Oh, yes, well, it's a wonderful day for walking, isn't it? Perhaps we should find some stream so I could look at my own reflection."
What's this glistening creature's name?
This is Christopherson, the golden stallion of Horton Hollows.
Oh,
Please refer to me as my entire title the entire time.
Only if you refer to me as Lord Ambrose, the amorous, the abjectly wonderful, the writer of great poems like He Died and Thus Was Dead.
Oh, well, I don't refer to anyone else, below me for their station, so I'll just call you Ambrose.
Lord.
Ambrose, it's wonderful that you're here.
Lord.
If you wish to call me Lord, that's fine, but just include the rest of my name beforehand.
Does he shed as much as he boasts?
He shakes his hair in the back. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it smells like that horse.
Your constant bickering hurts my ears.
And whose ears might it be hurting, Joshua?
This is Thrum, the paladin. I detest this bickering back and forth. Me and my brother over there, the other Loxodon, were very hard to miss. We're more the quiet types.
Yes, but we will show our prowess in battle, won't we, brother?
Of course we will. I've got my trusty Trunky here. Yes, I named him after my trunk. I was not very creative. I received the sword as an heirloom when I was only 2.
And you could say the word chunky?
I was a very advanced Loxodon. We don't age the way you humans do.
But do you remember everything?
A Loxodon never forgets.
That would make a wonderful poem.
I demand 10%.
I've never sold a single thing in my life.
That doesn't surprise me.
I am ahead of my time.
Ah, yes, Thrum. I am Thrum, brother to Thrum. And I am as well a Loxodon. As you look at me, you can see like the huge ears, but you can see that Thrum has actually taken his tusks and he's actually shortened them a little bit because he actually has carvings all throughout his tusks of ancient writings that he has been following for years. And he is a cleric. So he has the only thing that you'll notice about him is that he has little sparks that constantly come from his eyes because he is a tempest cleric.
Ooh.
So he's always wielding his weapon in hand and ready for battle and to smite those who be against the conclave. Right, brother?
We're both very good at smiting.
So you have sparky eyes and Ben has smoky eyes. I love it. Now, there's also
I'm occasionally called Sparky Boom Guy.
He is the lightning, I am the thunder.
That would make a wonderful poem.
and as you see, there's a fifth among all of you as well too. It doesn't seem as chatty Cathy as some of these other characters as well. Who do we have hiding over there?
My name is Nova, and I'm a warlock. You see before you, she has white hair and white eyes, and her skin is pale like snow. And yes, she does stay quiet, and she's more of an observer of all of you. Always on her guard, because she doesn't trust any of you, but perhaps maybe during this battle she can trust you.
Excellent. So we have these five. These are the five you guys are going to be dealing with for at least the next less than 3 hours. So my apologies for anything. Totally kidding. I'm excited. So we have these five lieutenants walking down, and as I said too, each of you are going to be in charge of a platoon. Underneath your leadership, you have 20 guards that you have that are going to be following all of your orders. So the five of you are huffing along with platoons for each of you. As you travel for at least another 20 minutes, you start to see, coming up over the horizon, you start to see the edge of Estevan Forest. You can tell getting closer, it's a very densely packed forest, so you can definitely tell it's going to be a little bit of a trek to get in there to see if you can actually find these ruins that you're looking for. But yeah, you get up to them. You don't know what kind of dangers may be lurking inside. What do you guys do?
I'm going to compose a poem that these five look the least likely to die, and thus their eyes shall be eaten by flies. I really, really hope they don't die. And give everybody bardic inspiration before we go in. For 7.
So what does that do?
No,
7?
you just give us a die.
Oh,
You guys
it's a
get-
D10? So, you guys have inspiration. You guys can use it on attack, damage, or saving throws. And what you do is you just roll a D10. It has to be after you roll the dice before the DM says what happens.
You're like, cool, I want an attack. I'm going to roll my D20, and I'm going to roll my D10 as well, too. That's right.
If you roll like your D20 and it ends up being like a 12, you can be like, nah, I'm going to give it my bardic inspiration.
Ah.
Yeah.
Throwing a little spicy bardic inspiration in there.
Well, and something else that's super spicy. Scott Denuzo become the BBBB, starting it off, it looks like, giving me
What?
all that first crazy madness.
No!
That's a
Come on,
plus
we're already
one
in.
stuff for me. Thank you, Scott
How
Denuzo.
rude.
Loving it. All right.
And Christophus the Golden Stallion of Forth and Hollows calls forth his. He says, "Oh yes, minions, please come forward. And he says, "Quickly now, shine your shields. Aim them directly at me." Good.
Are you?
I have something important to say. Let's go. And he continues forward through the forest.
He somehow makes me seem not as pretentious as I've always been told I was. I think this is how other people view me.
Only in comparison, my good sir. And I follow in after Christopherson. And
The golden stallion of Hawthorne Hops.
Full title every time. Rest of you guys.
I was gonna say I'm gonna turn to my platoon and just kind of, men and women. There's 3 of you. I want you to be on your guard. We're going into what could be a hostile territory, and just know that by the tree of Vitu Gazi we shall prevail. Now I'm gonna walk in.
Neutral and ladies, or lady and gentlemen.
I was going to say, there's only one lady.
Peoples.
Yeah.
No, in my platoon I have 3 ladies.
Oh no, I meant ladies as in Diane and Pamela. Ladies. What are you guys doing? You saw those 3 walk in. What are you doing?
I'm going to start a little rousing chant with my group. Like, I don't know what I've been told. I hope I don't die in a hole.
As you're marching in, okay?
Yep.
All right. So we
Very
got
singing, very offbeat and very terribly, but with a lot of feel.
excellent. All right.
And the entire time, Christopherson's trying to ignore that, except for the fact that he can't, because he knows that whole and told, they don't rhyme.
Nothing rhymes. Nothing. It is all just so close and a little off.
Nova, what are you doing? Your last one to head into these.
I'm just
these
glaring at everyone and petting my raven slowly. I go, all right, all of you, keep your guard up, especially on the rest of them. And I look at my raven and I say, go, and then I follow in.
Following in. You guys are traveling for maybe about 15, 20 minutes, and you start to hear up ahead of you a little bit. You start to hear some chattering. Everybody, give me a survival check.
Of course.
I don't have. Oh.
Survival.
15.
8.
Oh, excellent.
13.
13.
21! I don't know how that's possible.
And 7.
And 7. All right. So
Oh no, I'm sorry. Dirty 20 for Christopherson, the
20.
golden stallion of Morgan.
All right, dirty 20 and a 21. The chattering that you guys hear, you can, the 2 of you especially, well, especially you, Christopherson, as well too, and Ambrose, even with your singing and chanting as well too, you can pick it up. The chattering you hear, it sounds like a small horde of goblins up ahead. And also, by looking around, you see tons of tracks as well too. These tiny little footprints of these goblin feet, and also next to them, you are seeing tracks of what look like could be giant wolves as well. But you guys can definitely hear and see the tracks of this group. What do you guys do? Do you guys go charging in?
We talking tens? We talking hundreds? We talking
not quite 100. I mean, it sounds like a group, a fairly big group of them. Doesn't sound like a giant like army of them, but definitely a big old group of goblins for sure.
Ambrose just goes very slightly silly, but goes shh. Goblins in the trees.
My ears are the size of your head, I heard.
The fact that they're also wolves.
I have eyes. There are footprints.
Life is better than your ideas.
I feel like this shouldn't even be asked, but does somebody wish to ride upon my back into glorious battle?
As you see Ambrose's hand is just like, yep.
Everyone is invited except Ambrose. who did not refer to me as my full title.
I weigh 450 pounds. I would destroy.
I am very strong.
Before anyone gets on anyone's back, shall we go scouting ahead? I could always send my raven, Davine, over to go look.
That would be an excellent idea. Good idea. Yes, I agree with my brother.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Oh, beautiful fair maiden of death.
Lord Christopherson, is that all right with you?
I now won't listen to you because you did not call me by my full title. I should sneak up and pretend to be a horse. Nay.
Actually,
That'll be a neat.
I'm the one that's a lord here. Like, I have a cat.
As you guys are kind of standing there, like all of your platoons are kind of like, this is really who we have to, for real? We got to follow right now?
Yes.
Okay, there's goblins. And one guy just goes, excuse me, it was Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horton Hallows, right?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, there's a giant army coming behind us and you're all standing here bickering right
Yes,
now.
would you like to ride my back? You have called me by my full title.
I get to sit on your back. I'm totally in. And he's gonna run up. He's gonna try to jump on your back. Athletics check. Yeah, he'll get that with well, maybe not. That's a 10. He's able to get up there, not super gracefully, but he is like on your haunches.
You'll see that Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horton Hollows, will look over at the rest of them and say, it seems that you all have lost your chance. And he'll prepare to go as soon as the raven says, okay.
I'm going to send Davine into...
All right, so Davine sends the raven inward, and Davine, because she follows the raven goddess, is able to have her raven fly forward. She can see through its eyes. As it kind of clears through these trees, Davine actually looks down, and you can see what looks like maybe about 25 to 30 goblins and about 3 large dire wolves.
All right. So, because he tells me this telepathically, I would relate all of this to my group, including all the platoons.
Okay. So you guys know that there's about 25, 30 goblins, 3 dire wolves. What do you do?
I'm gonna ready Blade Ward on myself for the moment I see one of them.
Okay.
I shall send my armies to flank from the left.
We have to press forward. We don't have time to wait. I will trudge forward with my platoon.
I will follow my brother, and we will head headlong into battle.
Trunk
We will take care of the front. You two take care of the flanks.
What do I do?
What do you?
What do you do? Time's a wasting.
I'm gonna actually look over to Nova because currently he thinks that she's the smartest one of us. Nova, what do you need?
Those 2 are going to go forward, correct?
Yes.
Where's
They're going to literally charge that one.
And Lord Chris... Oh, Jesus.
I just know it's a shiny thing.
Christopherson, where's the Golden Stallion?
The Golden Stallion of Horton Hollows!
No one can!
Which way are you going,
To
Golden
the
Stallion?
left, of course.
All right, then I would take the right. If you want to go with me, Ambrose, you're more than welcome to.
Also, I have a slight idea. What if I take my troops and very, very, very loudly announce ourselves while I shield and protect us all, and you 2 murder them as we get their attention?
All right, if you wish. So I'll head towards the right.
All right, so it sounds like Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horton Hollows, going to the left, Nova going to the right, Loxodon Brothers going up the middle, and it sounds like Ambrose is going to try to create a distraction. What kind of distraction are you going to create, Pamela? I'm sorry, Ambrose.
Ambrose, I'm going to do polymorph on one of my willing people and literally make him into a medium size. I believe I can make it into a large creature.
Okay.
So I'm going to make it look like it's a young adult dragon. That's really just a person.
Young adult dragon. All right, perfect. This young adult dragon, is he gonna roar? Is that the distraction?
Yeah, he's just like, we're all kind of hiding behind him, and he's going in, roaring, like
Excellent.
scratching at stuff, looking like
Perfect. Nova and Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horthen Hallows. I need you guys to roll me a stealth check because you guys are going up the sides and flanking, please.
I can't use my bardic inspiration.
I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, it's a skill check.
Okay, I'm gonna use it because
Roll that D10. Add on to it.
Okay.
Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Hearth and Hollows, would you roll for stealthiness?
Seriously.
Benjamin,
Yes.
did you roll for stealthiness?
I don't wish to be stealthy anymore.
So you're not going for stealth. All right, that's all right. That's okay.
I am
Love it.
stampeding forth.
Cool. All right, and on that, everybody roll me some initiative.
Oh, okay, fine.
All right.
11.
Initiative.
Would you roll for your stealthiness?
Oh,
Not
11.
good. Not good.
Dirty 20.
All right. Dirty 20 for Dustin. Benjamin.
9.
9. Awesome. Pam.
17.
17. Pam.
Clicking around Sirenscape.
Joshua.
I rolled a gentleman's 5.
Yes, a
5,
gentleman's
and
spy.
Diana.
15.
15. Excellent. All right.
I'm not leaving. Just grabbing a book.
Sorry, needed a book.
Ooh, you guys are gonna love this. Okay.
Wait.
Ow. Gentleman's 5, you say? Okay. All right. Well, top of the round. This is the best round. It's gonna be mine. So this giant dragon illusion, or this polymorph, this giant dragon does a giant roar. You guys hear the goblins. This. You start hearing the wolves howling as well too. They start charging directly forward, right where the sound is coming from, and a few of them as well too, off to their right side. They hear this giant, "Oh, here I come!" gallivanting right through the woods. So a couple of them are going to peel off that direction. I'm going to get a couple attacks off of all of you. So one against Dustin. These first two rolls are going to be Dustin and Josh. That's going to be 16 on Dustin and a 15 on Josh.
No.
Miss.
No, miss on both of
With my
them.
mighty shield.
The one against Christopherson. So these guys come running over at you, Christopherson, and they don't notice who you are. They actually rolled a natural 1.
Oh, what?
They hear you.
Mesmerized.
They hear you. They're like, they run up to a point and they see this giant, beautiful, gallivanting centaur coming towards them, and they get terrified and they start running the opposite direction.
And
from you.
spear me, spear me.
That is then going to take us over to Dustin.
All right. So how exactly are these goblins? The
They're boom. They are just all coming rushing right at you guys. They heard this dragon roar. The majority of these goblins are rushing right towards you and Josh because you guys were going right up the center with your platoons.
Okay, if I was able to get, I have a shatter, and I want to be able to hit just a big, wherever the center of this goblin and army that is charging for us. Just going to raise up my mace and be like, "Lightning bring down upon thee!" And then I just want shatter.
All right. What save is that for me?
That is a Constitution save of 16.
Yeah, well, they're definitely not going to get that with a total of 8. So how much damage you dealing to all these goblins
is
rushing at you?
3d8 coming at you
Okay.
Nice.
with a total of each person that is struck by this gets 17 points of damage.
So you deal a total of 17 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that would be to
at-
each 17 points of damage to each target that's in How does that work? Actually.
So now the way, and I'm going to tell the audience this as well too. There's going to be some battles going on. These guys are going to come across a lot of stuff. So the way damage is going to work, however much damage that they do, especially the little folks like goblins, for every 2 points of damage they do, they're actually essentially taking out one goblin. So think of it, if you want to get really visual with this, think of it as like those overhead shots from Infinity War when they're fighting in Wakanda. You just see these guys battling, these giant massive battles that are happening. So they're just taking out enemies left and right. So you did 17 points of damage.
Nice.
Cut that in half for me. So that gets you, and we're going to round that down. So you took out 8 of these goblins.
Nice.
Good job.
That's my brother.
Yep. So you're down 8 goblins to throw 3 wolves, and then we take it over to Ambrose.
I'm going to Lillian look out and look at the goblins, and while I cannot speak Goblin, I'm going to viciously mock them in iambic pentameter because they're sick.
I can't beat to hear
some vicious mockery.
Yeah, so they need to make a DC save, wisdom of 18.
They're gonna hit that because that's a dragons and things on the die for me, which is a natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
So yeah.
They take half then.
Okay, they're gonna take half. Roll me that D4 twice for me.
Okay. 8.
8. So total of 8. So 4. We're gonna say, you at least, even with this vicious mockery, you're still able to take down 2. They're just laughing hysterically. They fall and crack their heads open on the ground.
Oh.
Took out 2 more goblins. You guys are plowing through this little group of just goblins trying to protect whatever it is they were doing. That's all of your stuff, Ambrose.
Can I have my platoon try to like stab some of them through the dragon, like around the dragon once they're scared?
You can have them move up because currently they were charging at you guys. They didn't quite make it up to you guys because they didn't attack you. You can have, if you want your platoon to move up and attack them, you most certainly can.
I'll have my platoon take defensive positions.
Defensive measures, cool.
Like
if you're having them
full
take
defense, I think that's what it's called in 5e.
yeah, if you're
Ready defensive action.
Yeah, ready defensive action.
Yep. I'm actually going to say because you're having your platoon do that, that's going to bump up your AC by 2.
Woo! That is
While they're in
great
that
for a
position.
bard.
Excellent. That's going to take us over to Nova. Your turn.
Um,
Now you're coming in from the side,
Yes.
and you were actually stealthing. Because when that dragon,
no, but my stealth wasn't very good. It was 11.
oh, it was an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't super stealthy, but they definitely heard the dragon roar, and they heard this gallivanting through the trees on the one side. So they weren't really paying attention your direction.
Are they close enough that I can point my fingers and do Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, Eldritch Blast. You can actually hit stuff from what, like 60 to 120, 8,000 feet, something like that.
8,000 feet?
From across the world, an Eldritch Blast just...
I need more dice. Hold on.
What the
Yes,
hell?
because
Got a cabbage card.
because you are a level 11, you're gonna have 3 rays coming out. So you're just gonna have to roll 3 attacks. Make sure that they hit these ACs of the goblins and then deal some damage. You have to roll attack rolls.
Oh, just kidding. Yep, you're right.
3 attacks.
5?
5
Plus 5, 10.
10. It's not. So one of yours is not gonna hit.
All right. That's a 1.
Ooh, well that's gonna be bad. All right, roll one more time.
That's a 3.
Wow.
Oh.
Failures. So what I'm going to say, because you rolled that nat 1 and your platoon was around you, roll a D8 for me.
Oh,
You're
boy.
killing your platoon.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Blowing up your platoon. This is bad.
5.
Oh!
Okay.
One person's dead.
So one of your guys accidentally just steps in the way, and boom, your Eldritch Blast takes his head off.
Oh.
So you're down to 19 platoon members.
Oh.
Yikes!
Oh.
So now audience, what's up?
I said that explains why she missed. His head got away.
Completely.
I blame him. I don't blame
So
myself.
to let audience know as well too, these platoon members, essentially how I'm doing that with the goblin hit points as well too, that's going to happen with their platoon members. Every 5 points that their platoon takes or every 5 points of damage the platoon takes, it's going to be one person going down. So Diana's person goes down, which then takes us to
I'm so sorry.
Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Howlin' Hollows.
Yeah,
Harlan.
so Christofferson is basically trampling through all the goblins like this, trying to get up close enough so that one of the wolves will be in his way. He'll use a key point and 4 attacks to like trample through.
Okay. All right.
But
I'll take that.
he's leading his army behind him, so his army would like to come in and attack as well. So
Yes, so-
here are my 4 attacks. There's 19 on the die,
Oh
That's
my.
one.
16 on the die,
That'll hit.
Nice.
natural 20,
Okay.
and
That's
14
why-
on the die.
I mean,
14
so-
on, Go ahead and roll for your platoon as well too. Maybe you
Oh,
guys can
and
take
my
all these
platoon.
things up.
My platoon only got a 9 on the die. What's their additive?
2 hit is a +4.
So 13.
13 is not going to quite hit. They're
Okay.
just so enamored by you.
They're
They're like,
enamored by me just traipsing through.
all right.
So the
Roll
first
all
one,
that damage then.
first one was 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh boy. Second one is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
11.
This is the natural 20.
Okay.
Make it count.
Oh boy, that's the worst one so far. 14
Oh.
points of damage.
18. Okay.
And the last one is 7 points of damage.
So 3. So you essentially, with your charge, with your arms wide open, you take out 20 goblins underneath
Yes!
your hooves.
Everyone just follow me to glory!
So you see just Christofferson take off from the left flank and just demolish a whole bunch of these goblins. There's like 2 goblins left and a couple of dogs, or like at least still 3 of these direwolves. They were kind of holding back a little bit, but that takes us over to Thrum's turn. Right, you're Thrum. Yeah, Thrum.
All right.
Thrum.
Well,
And Thrum.
I'm going to begrudgingly nod to Christopherson. Then Trunky's coming out,
Pulls out his trunky.
and I'm just gonna run forward. I'm gonna go after one of the dire wolves.
All right, let's see how much of this puppy damage.
Say what?
Let's see how much you do in puppy damage.
Well, I gotta hit it first.
Don't say that around bees.
These are evil puppies.
It's
Okay.
23.
23 will hit. Roll some damage.
All right. So, with my longsword, it's already a D8, but I have improved Divine Smite, so every attack, every hit also gets a D8.
Wow.
It's-
Extra divine smite. Paladins are awesome.
So it's 2d8 plus 7 for a hit.
Mighty smite.
Wow.
So that's 16 damage on the first one.
Okay, 16 points of damage on that first puppy. It yips. It definitely yips at you. 16 points. You have another attack, though, right?
I do. I'm going to hit it
Yeah.
again.
Go for it. 16 points.
Yeah, that'll be 30.
Yeah, 30 is gonna hit him. Yeah, you definitely gonna hit. You gonna hit that puppy with a 30.
Oh.
Love high level campaigns.
Wow.
Alright, so that's 18 plus 7. That's 25 damage.
So, and you come up. You come across this dog's just right shoulder, just completely severing its front leg, and then bringing the sword right down on the top of the head. One dire wolf puppy is gone, which is going to take us to the top of the round, which is going to be me. I've only got a couple goblins and 2 dogs left. These 2 goblins, Christofferson, they're going to try at you. They're just like, "Ah!" Like they're more just trying to hit you. Oh my god. They're just so impressed with this. They rolled a 4 on the die, Ben, so you're okay.
Gleaming!
The other ones, because you were up close to them, Thrum. Oh my goodness. They each attacked you, Josh, and both of them, Diana, if you want to look at those, tell me what numbers I put in there.
Oh my god, they're both that.
2 natural 20s coming your way, Josh.
Goodbye, Ron.
I just saw one, but yeah, there's
Yep,
2.
there was both.
Oh, they
rolling shitty damage though, so
Okay,
you're
good.
pretty good. So Josh, you're gonna take a total of 12 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
I
He rolled 2 twos.
On
Roll-
2 nat 20s.
Two nat 20s and two damage.
Two.
That's my turn. Goblins miss. The dogs take a little bite out of Thrum, and that takes us right back over to Thrum.
All right. So, seeing this army, and so can I? How many dogs did you say you dire wolves you had left?
There are 2 direwolves left and 2 goblins right in front of a charging Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Happen Hollows.
I'm going to aim for one of those dire wolves that has not gotten hit yet.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Sacred Flame.
Cool.
And that is going to have to be a dexterity save of 16, my good sir.
Ooh, it was on a 17 and fell over. That's only going to be a 14. Bummer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That is 3d8 of damage, my friend, which comes up to 21 points of damage.
Wow.
Woohoo!
Yeah, 21 points of damage. Ooh, you hear the puppy howl in pain. I just got to say, Josh.
Sacred Flame!
He
Josh,
is grabbing a pencil.
okay, I was going to say he's lucky too because I've actually got that +1. I totally forgot to use that, so he should have taken more damage, at least 1 more.
Now, with my platoon, can I just have them take defensive positions and be
Wait
prepared?
a minute. Sorry, I was scrounging around for a pencil. He should, because he's right next to me.
I don't think Dustin moved up though. I think he was just casting from farther away.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
Well, no, I should be staying pace with Thrum. I should be staying pace with my brother.
Okay, so you did because he's right up next to those direwolves. You did move up to them?
Okay, so if he moved forward, yeah, then I would probably have.
Okay.
Well, I would have moved up to him and cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. All right, and because he's next to you, what was that, Josh?
I just wanted to make sure he's aware of the bonuses he gets by being next to me.
Ah.
You have Aura of Protection, Aura of Courage, and Aura of Devotion. You cannot be frightened, charmed, and you... What's the last one?
Just look absolutely
Your saving throw.
fantastic.
You get to add a bonus to any saving throw of +3.
+3 to all saving throw bonuses. Excellent.
Just so you're aware. So it's good to stand next to me.
And just so you're aware, Adam Con, Crossbones AE has donated $6 for a con sink.
A con sink!
Yay!
Thank you,
He says,
Crossbones.
sink Ben and teach him a lesson. LOL, this is your game, not his.
Awesome. Cool. Oh, we just got a new follow too by Frank Boy 69.
Thank you.
Thank you, Frank Boy.
Welcome.
Thanks for hopping in. Excellent. Okay, so that was Thrum's turn, yes?
Yes.
Setting fire to one of my puppers. That's going to take us to Ambrose. You
Alright.
took that full defensive, so you got that +2 to your AC. You see 2 goblins and a direwolf that's fine and one that's hurting.
I'm going to mock the wolf. Actually, I don't think I can mock a wolf. I think you have to have intelligence. So I'm going to go back to mocking the goblins.
Got to try to mock those goblins. They have to, what was it, a will save, right?
Yeah, we'll save of 18.
No, that's going to take them with their -1 to an 11.
11.
They're so scared by this giant centaur, but then they sense something in their mind. They're just like, and because of that psychic damage, they fall down, hit their heads on rocks, and they are now dead.
Nice.
Excellent. Ambrose is taken out. The remaining 2 goblins. Anything else on your turn? Did you say you moved up, Ambrose?
No, I'm staying in the same spot. I just poked my head
Got it.
out, mocked
All
him
right.
some more about being scared of the giant horse man, and then I'm
Perfect.
popping back in and keeping my troops
Cool.
defensive.
All right. Takes us to Nova. Your turn.
I'm gonna try another Eldritch Blast.
Going Eldritch Blasting. 3 attack rolls for me, please.
Let's try rolling them all at the same time.
Roll them all at the same time. Let's see what happens.
Okay, natural 20 on one.
Easy.
Easy peasy. 8 plus 9 on the other,
17.
and 11 plus 9.
All
30.
3 of those are going to hit.
Yes!
Roll damage on all that
Thank you.
stuff.
Love it.
Thank you. 1d10, so it's 3 10s plus 5.
3 d10s plus 5. Now you have 3 Eldritch Blasts going. You can choose. You can have them go to different targets if you want. You could have all 3 of them hit one of them. You could have, You can
One
split it
as
however you
in one goblin, or can I disperse?
No, there's a dire wolf that hasn't been hit and a dire wolf that is getting its butt whooped right now.
So the dire wolf that has been hit, 2 blasts on him. The other one blast on him.
Okay, which one's getting the nat 20?
Good question.
The one that hasn't been hit.
The one that has not been hit. All right, go for it.
Okay, the one that hasn't been hit is going to be my
sure.
Norse Foundry dice. Okay, so the one that has been hit, this is the natural 20.
12 plus 5, 17. Okay.
Okay, then the other one is 15.
Ooh.
And then the other one is 9.
Yeah. You send out 3 blasts. You see the one that was trying to munch on Throw, just boom, it gets hit in the side, and the whole side just explodes. Exposed rib cages and everything. It goes down with a yelp. This other one hits the other pupper right in the back haunches, and just almost takes off its back leg. It's hurting, but it is still up, and that's going to take us to Christopherson, the Golden Centaur of Hearth and Hollows. Your turn.
Well, and he just runs over and whoops it right in the face twice.
Whopping it. Okay.
16?
16 will not hit on that one.
Natural 17, though.
Yep, that one is going to hit. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's going to be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. It just woofs again. It's still up, not feeling good, but then it's going to take us over to Rum's
But my
turn.
people.
Oh, your people, yes. Oh, yeah,
My people are coming in, and they're attacking this. We're surrounding this wolf, and we're not letting it out of it. That's a natural 15.
Yeah, with their bonus, that'll give them enough. And they deal, what did I say, 3d6 plus 4 points of damage.
That would be a total of 13 points of damage.
And they just come up and they just start hacking this wolf to pieces.
Yes, my
You
people,
guys-
you've done it. You've done it so well.
Yeah, so you guys have now cleared out this clearing. You know you were going in the right direction when you were trying to find this artifact. You came across these goblins, took them out. This took up a little bit of time, so the time is coming that army's starting to get a little bit closer to you. What do you guys do?
I want to make an investigation check to see what it was they were looking at or what they were here for.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
While he's doing that, I'm going to send Devine into forward.
Farther into the woods?
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead.
No.
Send him in.
No.
I will investigate with.
I'm sending out my men and scouts to check the area to find out what they were doing.
Go ahead. Everybody just roll perception if that's what you guys want to do. Everybody.
I'm not doing that.
That's better.
Perception. I like perception.
18.
28.
Damn.
Cool. Yeah. So off of that, Pam, on one of these goblins' pockets, he's got a little bit more armor than the rest. He's actually got like a helmet on as well too, a legit helmet, not a bucket head. He is sitting there, and he's got a little piece of parchment that was in his hand when he fell.
I am rolling. Is it in Goblin or is it in Common?
It is in Goblin.
Does anyone here speak the tongues of these little people?
No, they're gross.
I don't. Did you have it for two?
Oh,
I can read everything. Hand me the parchment.
I give it to Nova.
Sorry, I forgot. Yes, I have
One of her
everything.
Eldritch invocations.
I can read everything, and I read.
What it says, we'll have to keep this place safe from the other army of Selesnia that coming in, and we'll have to make sure that we're going to kill them all.
So, does that mean like this place where we're at right now?
I'm assuming what they were protecting. Yeah, where they were or what is actually where we need to be.
I mean, and with your perceptions as well too, I will also say, because you guys were rolling some high ones, you would also know that this isn't actually the area that, I mean, there's no ruins, there's nothing around. It looks like there was just a small encampment. They were basically here to stop you guys from going any farther into the woods.
Sally forth, tally ho. We should all go forth to the ruins and, beat them up like we did here.
What? I'm sorry. I was too busy looking at myself in the reflection of the blood.
Onward into the forest!
Oh, of course, yes.
Lead the way, you gleaming beacon of light.
I shall.
I'm sure you will. It's always good to have the big things get the arrows in the beginning.
As you guys are
Shiny.
I love it. As you guys are starting to head deeper into the forest, you guys are traveling. Let's take a little comment break really quick.
Sure.
Let's go say
Sarah
break.
Sarah BC once had moved in is here. That's what I was thinking when you said it, when you read first.
Crossbones AE says, so first they said, Scott News said, wait, Ben is a horse? And then Crossbones AE said, correction, Ben is a golden stallion.
Get it right.
Crossberry telling me, Khan, you got to be methodical about this Ben first, Josh second, then either Ambrose or Throme, and then Diana for last. Because happy GF, happy life.
Why am I second? I get why Ben's first, but why am I second?
I know, I understand it too.
Because you actually haven't died in any of these yet.
That's true. I think of the regular Ravnica players, I'm the only one who hasn't died.
Sarah BT1 says the headscarf is a mimic. So.
There you go.
Oh lordy.
I'm just excited for this more crazy madness.
So Speedster 925 is a new name that I see in here. Thank you for watching. And she is saying, this is the first one I watched because it's the only one that I've gotten the notification for.
Oh.
Well, welcome. Glad you're here.
Welcome, Speedster. Thanks for hopping in some Tales of Ravnica.
And Duchess of Dinos gave us a bit!
There's a bit!
Trying to get over at that BBBB.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, yeah. Trying to get that BBBB. Remember that BBBB. It's always that number up in that top left corner you guys see on the screen. It's a +1 going to me on all my attacks and damages right now. So you guys can bump it up to +2s and keep it on me, or you can give it to the PCs and they can have better chances of survival.
Give it to the PCs.
We want to live.
I've got a good streak going. I would like to keep it going.
Bonuses for the PCs.
Excellent. So as you guys start wandering, it's only about another 15 minutes. You guys actually get, you can see the forest start to thin out. And as you exit the forest, you come upon this site. Maybe about 100 to 150 feet right in front of you, you see this giant stone, what almost looks like a halo, being supported by 5 stone pillars. Amongst these ruins are some scattered trees, but there's this giant, just like open field between the forest and these ruins. And now remember, you guys are heading down to the south as well too. Now to the right or to the west of this giant halo, you see this like almost stony structure sitting off to the side. And then to the left, you see almost like this giant hill just covered in trees and completely overgrown with nature as well too. What do you guys do? What are you guys doing?
Can I do a nature check for anything that looks like it's grown in a weird way that would be hiding something?
Yeah, sure. You can go with the nature check.
Perception to do a similar thing?
Yeah, looks like everybody actually give me a perception. Everybody's itching for it.
I will
perception.
Perception instead, because my nature was
25?
I'm rolling so bad. I rolled a 1.
Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horth and Hollows, rolled a natural 2. He's too busy.
24 is perception. I get 9.
Okay.
I'm staring at Lord Christopherson's fur, just looking at the gold.
Mesmerized by his golden glow.
Yeah. So I mean, outside of Ambrose, you're kind of more focused on the nature aspect of it. I will tell you that the trees and the foliage that are on this hill, you can kind of almost see a small pathway to kind of get through it. Which could potentially be used for some really good cover if you wanted to. The only obvious things that you guys see, you see the hill, you see this battlement, you see this giant halo, the field. But then one other thing you guys do notice is beyond what you see, this other tale that you have heard, not only going through the forest and getting to this ruins, you have now come to this giant cliff right behind these ruins that go out as far as the eye can see it, and it's completely misty. There, you can't really see beyond that. It just looks like this giant fog bank completely taking up as far and as high and as wide as you can see.
Well,
on the side of this cliff.
Clearly I run out and jump into the fog.
You're gonna jump
I'm
off
just
the
kidding.
cliff into
I'm
the
just
pond?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
So where do you guys want to head? Which way you guys heading? Which way you guys going to?
So I feel like this is where we're going to fight the party. We've got this. Golden Stallion. There's actually, if you look up there at that hill, there's a little path that you might be able to take and then do your whole like leap and run thing that you seem to be so shiny with.
Well, since you called me the Golden Stallion, I shall leap and run, but not for you, for me.
So you start. So Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Haven Hollows, you're heading over to the hill.
Yes, and I'm taking my Legion of Centaurs with me.
Okay. How about the
They're
rest
all
of you guys?
centaurs.
Okay. They're just very like tinier centaurs.
Yes, they're like miniature pony centaurs.
They're mini ponies. I like that.
Well, they're
I like
they're your little ponies.
Yes, these are my little ponies.
Too easy.
Where are the rest of you guys going? Christopherson is heading over to check out this hill more. You guys
Where would
have.
be the best place for me to have like an aerial view of like everything, where I could be able to see everything and yell to everybody?
Well, I mean, you don't know from you guys would actually have to go to each location and scout them out. As of right now, that's all you guys see from your point of view.
So let's go ahead and go into one of the locations.
Yeah. Although I said looked like there's a little bit of a battlement, I'm gonna go to that one.
You want to go to the battlements?
Movement?
Battlements.
The
Battlements.
Okay.
Bowel movements. Giant piles of poop.
We are in the forest. There are lots of animals that live.
Yes, there are.
All over the
Ponies. Lots of little ponies.
Christopherson, the Golden Stallion, if you poop in the woods, does anyone hear it?
No, because he doesn't. He's lost the need to.
Loxodon Bros and Warlock, where are you guys heading? You guys can head with Christopherson. You guys can head with Ambrose. You can head over to the Halo. What's up? Where's everybody going?
Check out the Halo artifact.
I agree. Let's go.
I'm going to head on down and lead the way. Men, follow Horth. Follow forth.
You guys are heading over to check out the Halo, the battlements. Nova, where are you heading to?
I would look to Lord Ambrose. Lord Ambrose, shall we go scout this passageway through the bushes?
Let us, my fair woman of death and murder.
But so Ambrose said she was going to the battlements. Christopherson is heading over to the hill.
Yes.
Let's go it out.
The hill is the you said the pathway?
Yes, the hill is the pathway.
Okay, I'll go with okay, I guess I'm going with the pony dude.
The pony dude.
Yeah, actually, I would go with him because I rolled a 1, and we were staring. I was staring at his fur, so I would follow him.
All right, brother.
Sorry, Ambrose.
Brothers heading over to the Halo, Ambrose heading over to the battlements. We have Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Haven Hollows, and Nova heading over to the hill. Everybody roll me a perception check, please.
I am
Everybody, all of you.
Natural 20.
Oh, actually, I get advantage on my perception.
That'll be a 19.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Gives me a 23.
Nice. Okay.
23.
Nova's just looking at the back of his
I'm
horse
just
ass.
staring at his flanks. I rolled a 2.
Oh.
How shiny are your flanks?
I'm just
No,
staring at his-
here's the deal. Is he calls himself the Golden Stallion, but the majority of his fur is black.
That's
like,
true.
you know, and nobody's asked him about this yet, but the only gold parts of him are actually painted on, and they're very like, they're painted in a way to accentuate his abs and his chest. Like, he's not
airbrush.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's airbrush.
All of it's contoured so that he looks more muscular than he might actually be.
He was the first centaur to discover highlighted.
Well, I'm not going to ask you because I rolled a 2, so I'm still like, oh, look at all those muscles.
Oh.
Excellent. Let's head over to. Cool. Let's do the hill first. So Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Haven Hollows. One thing that you notice is that the foliage, and you know this also from what Ambrose told you, the foliage is magical. Anybody standing in this foliage is going to have a chance to be well hidden. So any sneak attacks or any spells or anything that you want, you're gonna be able to do it fairly well. This is magical foliage. Now, also with your natural 20 as well too, you yourself are able to see that there is actually a pathway that you can find your way and even get your platoons up to the top safely. Because there's also lots of thorns inside this foliage at the same time as well.
We're going to go up to the top, but I hate being hidden. I want everyone to see me.
That's fine. That's fine. So we'll basically say this is just you guys going up to the top, scouting out the area. So then you guys can essentially come back together and decide what you guys want to do.
Adam, basically, what I would love is I would love to get to Christopherson would love to get up to the top of this mountain, be standing at the pinnacle, the light shining off of him, to let the oncoming onslaught of army know they have to face the golden stallion of Fourth and Collins.
So the army's too far away. They can't see it just yet. We're going to head over to the battlements. So battlements, once you get over there, Ambrose, you notice that inside this battlement, actually on top of like this stone structure, kind of hidden over on the other side of these stone walls, you find 5 giant ballistas that you will be able to use. Now, also because you rolled so well, when you are walking towards one of these ballistas, you see this stone on the ground that is actually rather loose, and it looks like there's a handle on it. You could potentially lift it up. Do you do that? All right, you lift it up, and inside of it, you find what are called glory bombs. You find 3 glory bombs that do 10d6 worth of holy damage.
Wow!
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
10d6 worth of holy damage.
Okay.
Over at the Halo, both of you rolling great as well too. One thing you guys have noticed once you get to the Halo is you see the Halo, it's held up by these pillars, there's some trees around, but there's an opening in the ground with stairs that go directly down into the ground, which you would think is what you would see, or where you would go to actually get to the artifact itself. As you guys are standing there, you realize there's not a lot of places to hide around the Halo, but it's going to be a lot harder for people to sneak up on you. As you're looking out, essentially back towards the woods, this is to the 2 brothers, you're in the Halo. You see the giant field in front of you, so you can see anybody coming from in front of you. Directly behind you is the cliff leading off into the mist, and you guys are even closer now. So you see, looking over the side of the cliff, like it looks like a giant drop, but it's just misty. You guys may or may not know any information. I'll let you guys try a knowledge check. Go ahead and roll a knowledge check really quick as well. You guys can see from where you're at the battlements to your side, and you also see the giant hill. But you guys also notice that there is writing upon every pillar, written in an ancient language. And then there's also a hidden lever in some foliage as well too, with something written on it as well too, in a language you guys cannot tell.
I know. I read all writing.
What history checks did you guys get?
Oh, we were rolling history?
History?
Yeah. Wait, what did I tell you guys to roll?
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh, no, yeah, go that one, yeah.
What are we going? So we're going with history?
Yeah, keep the roll that you had and your knowledge check.
I would rather take the roll I just got.
Well, yes. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 on the last one.
Oh.
I don't know anything.
That's all right. So one thing that you have heard about these mists, these are the mists of Eastermorrow. You have heard tales of these mists, that these mists traverse hundreds upon hundreds of miles in this outland area. It's an area of Ravnica, part of the world that a lot of people don't travel to, because people that have gone into it in other sections of the world, they've never come back. There's ghost stories, that there's creatures, that there's hideous things that eat people, that people go in, they have their lives drained. It's a very mysterious place. But yeah,
what was that called again, Adam?
The Mists of Eastermorrow. I'm sorry. So that is the information that all of you guys have collected. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna go back to like where we were first meeting up.
Okay, so Ambrose starts heading back kind of Are you kind of going more towards like the halo on the other side of the field?
Yeah, the halo, and I have my glory bombs, and I would like as I'm walking up, be doing a perception of where it's most likely going to have the groups, like where the enemy looks like it's going to be coming from.
Well, I mean, you can once you guys get to the group as well too. You guys can tell the information to each other as well too.
Okay.
If that's your plan. If you guys, so you see Ambrose heading out kind of into the middle. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to call for Nova to see if she can translate this for us.
Okay.
Good idea, brother.
Nova, we found some interesting markings, and we would like you to read them for us.
I have to shout just a little bit louder because her and Christopher. Well, Nova, what are you doing? Are you heading back over to relay what you said?
I think after a while of Lord Christopherson, if he's just standing there waiting for everyone to come by, I'd be like, okay, I'm bored now. So I would just kind of pat him and go.
Do you really think you're bored? Do you really think you're bored?
Okay, let me roll and see if I'm bored.
If it's a natural one, you stay right there.
Well, it's an 11. Adam, I'll let you choose.
She's so-so. She's like, I mean, this makes sense, but it's all good. Christopherson, what are you doing? You notice that Nova is being yelled at. She starts heading over to meet up with the rest of them.
I instruct my crew, my little ponies, to hide within the foliage that we climbed up, and then I tell the My Little Pony that was riding atop my back to get off of me.
You got it. I'll totally jump off your back right here.
Yes, thank you. I forgot you were a pony as well. Please, go tell the rest of them that if they wish to have a surprise attack, we could start in the foliage over here, lead them up through this pass, and take them on one at a time.
So the guy that hops off your back, he's actually, he looks like a pony, but instead he's actually a man, and he's taken leaves and stuff and branches and carved them to make it look like he has back feet. So it looks like he's a centaur as well too, a little pony.
Well, you know, they say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, so...
Not wrong. Cool. So you guys come back together. You guys spent at least a good half an hour kind of checking out your locations that you were at. You come back together. What does everybody do?
I would go and I've heard them calling for me, so I would go and see what they want.
All right.
I'm trying to gather everybody together to like have a meeting and figure out what we're gonna do.
So let's do, because Pam, you wanted to kind of proceed from the information that you get from the two brothers. Go ahead and make a perception check if you want to kind of think about that. Diana, make a I was gonna say linguistics. That is Pathfinder. Give me a knowledge check. Knowledge? No. Give me a history check instead. Brothers and Christopherson, what do you guys want to do getting up there? Do you guys want to kind of perceive?
I definitely want to survey the land, try to figure out where is the best place to put
perception,
a defending force. Perception.
Cool. Perception. Josh, Ben?
One, so I have no idea what they're talking about.
Okay.
I'm scheming in my own little brain.
Sure. Diana, what'd you get?
21. I rolled a 19
Excellent.
plus 2.
Josh and Ben, you guys are heading over to the group. What are you guys doing?
I don't think that Christopherson is headed to the group. He sent his little guy down there to talk to people. He's going to stay up at the top of the mountain, and he will try and judge based upon distance and sight how far away this onslaught of army actually is.
So you want to, okay, so perception check from you. Josh, what are you doing?
I want to hear what the ruins say.
Okay. All right, excellent.
21.
21. Oh, awesome rolls, everybody. So Pam, you're listening. Josh, you said you're, Dustin, you're kind of perceiving. Josh, you're over with Nova, and Ben is looking for the group of enemy. Awesome. Dustin, I'll get to you in a second. Ben, we'll actually do yours because yours is fairly easy. You're at the top of the hill, and you can actually see almost if you really glance, if you go up on your back haunches and you kind of like rear up and you look, you can kind of see almost the edge of the forest, the farther side. I mean, you guys were traveling through fairly well. You see like this dust cloud, this giant dust cloud just heading towards the far end of the forest where you guys were at.
And he thinks to himself, dust, my mortal enemy.
For the ruins, Thrum and Nova, on the ruins you find ruins on all 5 pillars, and then also with this lever. The first pillar, what it says is in this ancient primordial language, it says, keep it safe. Pillar number 2 says, keep it hidden. Pillar number 3 says, always all, never just one. Number 4 says, caution needed. And number 5, it actually looks like the 5th one. It's very difficult to read the last one. It seems like the last one is kind of faded over time. But with also that high roll that you did, this lever, what you see is just above this, or like in the ground, almost like these pebbles are laid into the ground. And in this primordial language, it says Selesnian Smite. You know that if you are to pull this lever, this halo ring above your head can hit anywhere in this open field and deal 20d6 worth of damage to your enemies.
Ah.
But the lever has to be pulled.
The lever has to be pulled.
So someone has to be sacrificed.
No, not necessarily. You just pull it. It's just a lever. You go, cool. And
Diana's thinking like there's some guillotine over the lever.
But I mean, if you pull the lever, you're saying in that area it explodes.
Now, Thrum, what you notice as you're looking around, you notice the 4 best areas that all of you could be at. And from the information you've kind of gathered, and you see this little man with like these fake horse hooves just come galloping at you, be like, oh yeah, I came on behalf of Lord Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Heaven Hollows.
Thank you. He calls from above.
Yes, he wanted me to just come gather information for all of you. He said that this hill up here is going to be great for scoping things out as well too. He's up there right now. He wanted me to let you know from the other information that you have also gathered from everyone else. You know, Thrum, that the 4 sections that you guys are going to have to that you guys can manage. You have the field, which is going to be your basic battleground. All right. Now, with these 4 sections as well, too, you guys are going to have 2 options that you can do in either section. In the front field, you can have your option of just taking actions. So you get your plane action, and your platoon gets their action. You could then decide to command your platoons. If you succeed on a DC persuasion check, you can forego your turn and basically give your platoon 2 extra attacks. From the information that you just got from the little fake centaur guy, you know that the hill is well guarded, that the foliage provides extra protection. Again, up at the hill, you are going to be able to take your actions if you want to, so your PC character's actions and your platoon's actions. The second option you can do when you are up on the hill is you can watch for troop movements, and you can relay messages if you beat a perception check. Essentially kind of watch what is happening within all the group. The battlements that Ambrose came from. Again, option 1, take all your turns. Now in this case with the battlements, whoever goes over to the battlements, your platoon is going to be operating the ballistas. All 5 ballistas, the entire turn for them is going to be load ballista and fire. Because there's 5 of them, you're just going to roll 1 d20 to see if you hit. It's going to be 5 d8s worth of damage. You can, on the extra action there, or on the second action that you can take instead, you can choose to try to persuade your group to overshot one of the ballistas, essentially having 1 ballista fire twice, but in the process, the ballista breaks. You can deal some extra damage, but it's going to break. The final one is the halo itself. One, you know of the lever that you can definitely pull. The halo itself, you can, again, your first choice is to take your actual turn and your platoon's turn. The second action that you can choose to take by foregoing your turn is to investigate. You can look at one of the other 3 areas, including yourself. If you beat an investigation check, just to kind of see what is happening within the battle, and you succeed on investigating that area, you give that area a +2 to all their attacks, damages, and their skill checks as well too, if they decide to forego their turn for the extra turn. So you have the open field for basically main fighting. You have the hill for observation, the battlements for weapon support, and then you have the halo to help with a little bit of defense.
Now, real quick, how exactly? So you said that the halo can shoot out something.
Yes.
And in what direction? That's going towards the field, right?
That's going right towards the field.
Would we be able to, if I had an army in the field, be able to designate some kind of signal to where they would part, and one guy that I leave at the lever to fire?
You wouldn't know unless you try to go and activate the thing. I mean, it's something you guys have never seen before, so you could investigate it if you so desire to.
But before this is happening, because like they're doing this stuff at the hill, Ambrose is going to go run up to like the closest tree line, because they all seem to be doing their stuff, and Ambrose keeps like, I found! I did! You know what? I'm going to go do this. And I'm actually going to put an explosion ruin right at the tree line.
An exploding ruin at the tree line. Awesome. Yeah. Cool. And that lasts for a while too, right?
It lasts for up to 10 hours, and it goes in a 20-foot sphere. Perfect. And I'm going to say its trigger is the 5th time the tree itself gets bumped.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
The thing that runs into it will set it off, and it's a 20-foot radius, and I'm going to have it be fire.
Awesome.
Squirrel jumps on it 5 times, and then
dinner.
Awesome. So with all that information, what do you do?
Adam Khan.
Yes.
I think that you tell me if this is possible. Okay. Because Christopherson has the idea of being less like the Dothraki with his My Little Ponies, and more like Gandalf at Helm's Deep, and like running down this hill into the battle when people show up like out of nowhere. That's kind of the plan. Is that something possible from the hill?
I mean, it could be. Your little centaur guy just kind of comes running back up, and he's like, all right, Lord, here's all the information that we were able to determine from that point of view, and then we kind of hear this voice in our head, what do we all do? So I think actually you might want to come down and talk to all of them, as you are the voice of all of us. Good sir, and you all can decide on what we have to do. I think that'd be good. You know what? I will even go up and I will stand on my haunches to keep watch for you.
But it won't be near as good. Fine. And he'll go down to the rest of the group, leaving the My Little Ponies up there.
Excellent. So Christopherson has now made it down to the bottom. Now, with all this information that you guys have, you also know, and then, like I said too, there's also those steps that lead down to the artifacts. You know, you guys assume that you're in the right place. You have all these options. What does everybody do? This is an open discussion for you guys. You guys have to figure out how you're going to set yourselves up.
Battles are all about angles and surprises. If we were to take defensive positions and some of us were to be up on the hill charging down, we could perhaps cut them off in 2 different directions, slowly forming them into a much smaller group from the angles. I do suggest, however, there's a great view from up there. If any of you wish to see things better, you could come up on the mountaintop with me.
Question, at the battlement, is there like a small spire in the battlement where like I can be like on top as my troops are shooting the ballistas?
There's not really a tower, but I would say that off to one side there's more of kind of like a raised stony platform that you can stand on, so you can see.
The whole
so you can definitely see more.
Not only did we find the ballistas, but I did find these. As he pulls out one of the orbs.
Glory bomb.
The glory bomb. So this can do a lot of good. So I think me and my men will enjoy raining down rocks of fear on them.
Wonderful. Perhaps someone wishes to come up there? Nova?
My place is on the battlefield. I can stand on the open field with my platoon and try to push them your way.
Wonderful.
Does that mean, Nova, you're going to go take care of the big switcheroo?
I don't know if you should bestow that upon me. Perhaps the Golden Stallion can actually figure out when to pull that lever. I feel like I might...
I don't think he should have that. I don't think he should be in charge.
I pull the golden lever. Where does it go? What does it do?
You pull the golden lever right now?
Yeah, I mean, what does it do?
If he looks like he's moving towards the lever, I'm making sure I'm getting out of the way.
Is it golden?
Is the lever golden? I mean, maybe at one time it could have been.
All right, I pull the lever.
You pull the lever, and all of a sudden, you look up, and you hear this crackling of light, and you see all this lightning come together in the center of the halo, and it shoots up into the sky.
Oh.
And then down over into the giant field.
Oh.
You just see this giant beam of light just.
Did I have any control over where that was, or it was just a massive thing?
You roll a will check for me, really quick.
Does the lever go back down and stuff up?
Or wisdom check.
That's going to be a 10.
A 10. You saw this possibly going lever, you pulled it, and you're like, oh, you might think if you concentrate a little bit more, maybe you could figure it out. But as of right now, you pull the lever, and it goes, you hear that crackling, and
I think that perhaps this would be a good idea for someone to do, but my plan is to come charging down the hill in gleaming glory.
So, do you want me to stay here by the lever, or do you want me to be on the hill watching?
Well, the other thing that I thought you could do, Nova, you seem very perceptive and blasty things from afar. If you were on top of the hill, you could do all of that without any fear of repercussions.
But don't we need someone down here with the levers? So if there's two people fighting, two people on the hill, I'm shooting the things, then that thing that you may just go boom, we'll have no one to go boom.
Put a minion on it or something.
A minion?
Yes.
We chose it. One of the chosen should do this, not so you can ride down and have the wind blow through your mane.
Well, look, I can turn into my raven, and I can fly down if I need to and pull the lever when we need to do it. Just tell me the command.
And I actually train one of my men to be, anytime he hears this certain cue or a certain visual, that he pulls the lever.
Well, so so where are you wanting to be stationed at then, Dustin? You guys have the 4 spots.
I want to be able to give support to my brother.
So you want to be actually on the field with him?
Because there's on the field, in the hill, at the battlements, and by the halo?
By the halo, yeah.
Okay. Does it seem like for any of the attacking army to advance, they actually have to go through the field to the halo, or they're...
Yeah, because that field, you guys came out of the forest across the field, and that's when you got to the halo.
Okay. So we need to put our front line there.
Yeah.
So if we have my brother with his battalion up further, what the goal is you're not supposed to actually hold that line. That line is designed to slowly give way. While they're slowly giving way, we have someone by the lever just pulling the lever as much as we can so they can, once we pass a certain line, we can just constantly hit them with that lever. And the halo.
Once we fall back.
And
yes.
I got that there's a bunch of other things here that you could pull too that I'm guessing do this.
Yes. So I think what we should do is have our first line designed to slow down and gather as much of the army in that one section as possible. As we funnel them through, making slowly falling back, then we can hit them with the halo. And then you've got the...
large ones.
Yes.
Would it help if the ground looked like swampy and dead and creepy?
As long as it's not where I'm standing.
It's not really swampy and deady and creepy. It's an illusion.
So tactically, what if we did this? What if Nova's on top of the hill and her army is down there in the front, along with the 2 other armies that were planning to go up there? Dustin, you're back on the... because you don't have to be with your army, right?
Do I?
No, I mean, you command them. You don't necessarily have to be with them. Like I said, you guys, I'm leaving this up to you guys. You guys can put people wherever you want.
I mean, you told us that we're well known for sending out cannon fodder, so...
Yep. That's what Selesnians do. They don't
Real
really care.
quick question: does my platoon only do magic, or is it like an actual army, Adam?
No, you guys are all essentially, your platoons, melee, and like slightly ranged fighters.
Okay, so then I'll listen to what Ben's saying right now. Okay, keep going, Ben.
Range? So we have some of our men that do have that are archers.
You take your pick, either archers or melee. Like I'm not gonna pepper through just different ones. So you can, yeah.
Okay.
So if we set 3 of our 5 armies up as this station that slowly retreats, and then we put 1 army behind that, and then the Centaur army up in the hills to charge down when it's time, we can really kind of create a shield wall that we can use this blasty thing. We can shoot it with the bombs, with the glory bombs, and with the arrows, and then, or not the arrows, the trebuchets. Ballistas, that's the word I was thinking for. And then we can still have a flanking position off from the side.
I like this plan.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so really quick, where are we setting? Who is in the front field area?
Me and my brother and our armies.
And then I think Nova's army, right?
And Nova's army as well, yes.
Nova's army, so three of the platoons.
3 platoons.
3 platoons in the fighting area. Okay. Where are the other platoons stationed at?
I have mine, and I'm on the top of the battlement.
So so Ambrose is at the battlements.
So I have a question. Oh, Golden Stallion.
Yes.
Is your whole point to rush them and make them move a certain way and leave them?
When the groups have fallen back, we will charge forward in glorious battle and cut them off where they think that they have won.
Why don't you move them slightly towards the battlements, your troops? Because I have this little stick, and this little stick makes everyone really, really scared of me. So if I point this little stick at a bunch of these people and point them towards you, they're going to be running in fear and then go straight into your pointy bits.
Okay. I think the whole point of being on the hill was to hide our numbers.
Yeah.
What if we used your fear stick?
It's like push them towards you.
Okay.
As you guys are still talking, you see the centaur guy come running down, and he just goes, "Oh, excuse me, lords and ladies. I think they're starting to get close, or whatever you guys are deciding to do. We have to do it now. We have to do it now. They're getting very close." What do you guys do? You guys start hearing this, and this noise is growing louder and louder and louder. What are you guys doing?
So I'll stay by the lever, I guess, and do the lever as soon as they get
Do a
closer.
test real quick to make sure you can see if you can control it.
No, I don't want to do that because then they can hear it.
Good idea. Keep it as a surprise.
Can you point the fear stick so that they like turn around and go the opposite way? Because that's what I'm thinking of.
At any point, it's like a cone.
Okay.
We want to see if we can scare them back into the path of the halo.
Yes, that's a good idea. I like that idea.
Once they've gone past the point of them, we're no longer able to hit them with the halo. Use your fear stick. Ah! They run away, and then hit them again with the halo.
Yes, that's
now just called the fear stick.
It is now called the Fear Stick.
I'm going up to
my
the.
fear stick.
I'm going up to the top to judge things, and then I'll ride down in glorious battle.
Okay. So, just so I have this right,
Level is that.
who in the 4 sections, who is all on the field? That means platoons and PCs as well. So I got the bros are in the field, and your guys' platoons as well too.
Yep.
And my platoon.
And Nova's platoon. Okay. All right. Who is at the battlements? That's Ambrose and your platoon, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. On the hill.
So I
On the
can-
hill
That would
we
be
have
Christopherson, the
Nova,
Golden Stallion
Christopherson.
of Horthen Hollows,
Okay.
and his hidden
My Little Ponies. My Little Ponies battalion. Platoon. And nobody is standing back by the halo then.
No,
I'm by the
Nova
lever.
Go by
I
it.
thought you were
I'm
up
by
on the
the
hill.
lever.
Who's by the lever?
I am.
So you're not on the hill, you were by the lever.
I'm gonna wait for the signal because can I see the battlefield?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, all the information you guys got
Okay.
from the halo, you can see everything that's happening.
When I start
We have
seeing,
got them in a kill box. Like this is great.
Okay. All right.
Okay, when I see
So yeah,
them-
we'll figure out if you ever hear Thrum and I let out a trumpet sound with our trunks. So we'll both brother and trumpets, and then we'll just go. Doo-doo. If you hear that, pull the lever.
All right, and then do that again to pull the lever twice, please. The second time.
Awesome.
Here we go.
All right. So you guys start heading to your spots. Your battalions get up in the front. The brothers stand their ground in the middle of the field, or wherever you guys are at. Ambrose, you have your platoon follow you over to the battlements. You get them all situated. Christopherson heading up to the top of the hill. I'm assuming going back up on your flanks again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
I want them to know.
Okay. Your little pony army hidden amongst the brush, and back by the halo is Nova. You guys start to hear, and again, this noise, this almost like this patter, and it's almost growing to this deafening noise, and you just hear this chorus of voices start to rise. And out of the woods, you see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of goblins, little demons, and just some warriors come charging right at all of you. And on that, we will take our mid-show break. And come back! We gotta build up to it first, you guys.
We got them. They're in the kill box. We're gonna be fine.
So Grits and Giggles is on Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/the.network. And right now, we're playing Reign of Winter. It's the Pathfinder Adventure Path, and we're trying to keep Eternal Winter from setting in. And as you can see, it's going really well. So see you one of these.
The wrong sound is never right. Don't let the wrong sound ruin the moment at your gaming table. Sirenscape has dozens of sound sets designed by gamers for gamers that add the atmosphere you need for epic tabletop gaming. See? The right sound sounds right. Epic games need epic sound. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app for free. And be sure to catch Sirenscape in action on Dragons and Things every Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
This is Overwatch. Your verification is required.
Salutations. I am Mog. There is a blinking red light calling for me to push it.
Is this the Scourge again?
This is Mog of the Scourge, yes.
You all need to stop calling me. I'm losing my mind.
I have to leave you now. A hand is reaching through the system to try and kill me.
What in the packed world is happening over there?
So I guess I'm a little worried about my players. They've just been acting a little strange. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's great that they're invested in their characters. But I think all this time inside is really starting to get to them. And I'm a little worried they might hurt someone.
Take this!
Or themselves. And I guess I'm not sure what to do. It's becoming a real problem, and... Gotcha! Help me.
Add the Sirenscape Online player to your virtual tabletop sessions for immersive sounds and epic music broadcast to your players in real time with seamless quality. The online player bridges any distance to bring your gaming group together. Get the Sirenscape Online player today at Sirenscape.com.
What are you doing?
Preparing.
Preparing for what?
We've got to go out shopping and everything, and I have been telling you this chill is odd.
Jimmy, that's in a game. This is LA, it's 100 degrees outside.
I've been telling you for weeks, Ben, this cold is serious and unnatural, and it can strike anywhere.
That is a game! This is real life!
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Fine. Let's go.
Warned you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some Tales of Ravnica. My screen and Diana, we're a little bit frozen right now. We got some movement happening. But guys, we just ended. You've got this group of goblins and little demons and just other warrior people coming rushing at you. I'm going to need everybody there to roll initiative.
Oh! I had no idea that was coming.
When my glyph go off the moment they all rush through?
We will deal with that momentarily.
Yeah.
As well.
17.
Pam with a 17. Okay.
Oh, I got a 17 as well.
Who has the bigger initiative bonus?
I only got 1.
4.
Okay, so Pam will go before Dustin. Josh.
I have a 10.
Josh is a 10. Benjamin.
The solid 8.
Ooh, a solid
Wow.
8. Oh my goodness, guys. Diana.
22.
Ooh, 22.
I'm ready.
Awesome. All right. I'm gonna get my initiative. Justin, Josh, and Van. All right. This giant army starts going through now. Because they did start going through, Ambrose, you said that you put that rune there.
Yeah.
They start charging through, and the first thing that happens as you see all these like little just demony creatures come running through is a big explosion happens. How much damage is this going to happen there on me?
So they have to make a dex save of 18 to not get hit by this.
Jeez.
Nope. That's a 9 on the die, so that is not going to do it.
She's got a fear stick and a boomstick too.
Yeah, right? You guys got massive damage doers.
So everybody in that group is going to take 27 points of damage.
So with how all this happened, because there's so many of them, 27, cut that down in half is going to get us 13. So 13 goblins just explode all over the place. So that was essentially starting off the entire round. Let's start at the beginning now with Nova.
Does it look like they're, because they can't blow their horns since I'm first, does it look like they're in range of when we tested out the shot?
I mean, the one it was only pulled. You guys never actually investigated it to see how the halo actually works. So I will give you a choice. You have your choice number 1 of taking your action. If you want to go examine the lever more to see what it does.
Let me go examine the lever more.
Okay, give me an investigation on the lever, please.
I just pulled it, you know.
20 on the die.
20 on the die. You know that if you can pass a will save, that you can actually direct it anywhere on the field that you want it to go.
Oh,
but you also know that you're not going to be able to pull it every single time, that it needs some time to charge up.
And how long of a charge do I need this?
That you don't quite know. You might have to judge it. It was pulled once. I mean, you definitely know that if you think about it long enough, maybe after you try it, you'll be able to find out.
Okay.
But you went over, you just did an investigation check. If you want to pull the lever, you just have to beat a will save. See if you can hit these goblins that are coming out. See if you can actually aim it to the edge of there.
Let's try.
So go for a will save. See if you can actually direct this thing where you want it to go.
Haha. 7.
So you don't feel very confident that you can actually determine where you want this to go. You can roll to actually pull the lever if you want to fire it, but you are not going to be able to aim it. So there could be a chance you might miss what you're aiming at or what you want to actually hit.
I'm going to wait.
All right, you are going to wait. All right, so you're investigating that lever the whole time. Excellent. Awesome. Now it comes to me. All these goblins and these little Rakdos cackler demons, and these goblins and things are pouring out everywhere. Think of like a swarm. If you were to fight like a regular swarm, but think of this like 200 times bigger. Like I said, hundreds of goblins are coming at you. So this front line of goblins are going to go right up, and they're going to start making some attacks on the platoon guys. Some platoon members are going to take some hits. Let's see how many. Ooh, that's good. That's going to be 14 points of damage for some of those goblins on that front line of platoons. Actually, we had 3 platoons. I'm actually going to roll one more time. Yeah, that one's going to hit as well too. So that's actually going to be a total of 4 points of damage. So essentially, 4 and 14, that's 18 points of damage. So pretty much 3 of the platoon members go down from all those goblins. And then you also see them kind of starting to flank, but some of these goblins start running back towards the halo, and even some of them towards the battlements. Not going to be able to get to them, but they're just kind of foregoing, trying to get around some of you guys. And that's kind of like the front line of this goblin swarm that's coming at you guys. So that's all I can do right now. That's going to take us over to Ambrose. You're up on the battlements.
I am first going to have my men fire said ballistas.
All right. So those ballistas, you get a +5 on your D20 roll.
18.
Nice.
18 is going to hit. So, as I said, you can take your regular action as well too, or if you want to you can do a persuasion check to see if one of these ballistas can fire an extra bolt in that time, but you will lose that ballista.
I will let just the ballistas fire at this point.
Regular ones. All right, so that is going to be 5d8s worth of damage.
Woo. All right.
There's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Let me get a calculator out, mostly for me.
18.
18. With all that, all right. 18 hitting. So just like you see, there's like all these ballistas. There's tons of goblins running around, but you got like 9 goblins just kind of exploded off the battlefield. So if you're allowing them just to go, so for them essentially on their turn, it's load and fire. So then essentially you chose choice number 1, so you can also take your turn as well.
I'm going to then. Here's a question. If I use my bonus action to do Bardic Inspiration on my troops.
Sure. Wait, say that again?
To do Bardic Inspiration, but on my platoon.
Yeah, that's totally fine. You can do that. You can Bardic Inspiration them.
All right. I'm going to Bardic Inspiration my troops.
Excellent.
By singing a jaunty little song about how we're going to go swishy, smush, 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 smush.
Swishy, swish, 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 swish. Swish. Excellent. Excellent. I'm
going to cast Hallucinatory Terrain.
Okay.
Pretty much like in the center, it's 120 feet. So I'm going to cast it like in front of where the first troops are. And I'm going to try to make it look like a ball.
So with where they're at, there's a line that got right up to the line of the battalions that are already there. There are other goblins that are coming like in waves behind them. You can try to cast it behind that first wave of goblins that were coming out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm actually going to cast it like around where Diana is, or where is, to make that whole area look foggy and
Okay, cool. So all right, so a little bit of fogginess makes it a little bit harder for them to see kind of what's going on behind them. Okay, is that your turn?
That is my turn, and then Bardic Inspiration on whatever that gives me on my troops the next turn.
Excellent. That is going to take us to Thrum. Wait, Dustin, you're Thrum or Thrum? You're Thrum. You're Thrum.
I'm Thrum.
You're Thrum. Okay, Thrum and Thrum.
Thrum with a TH.
All right,
Thrum.
So Thrum, it is your turn.
I call upon the lightning. Behold the conclave, and I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Cool.
And I'm
awesome.
I am going to use that though at a level 5.
Awesome. I like
but
that.
I am also going to use my divine, my channel divinity, and that makes that spell give maximum damage.
Ooh.
So that is an automatic 50 lightning damage.
50 lightning damage. This lightning comes flying down from the heavens and just chars like 25 goblins, like right from the top. Ooh, man, that is awesome. You guys are destroying my poor little goblins here, guys.
Yeah, but you
And then
said 100.
as I raise my mace and I tell my men to hold the line. And then I'm waiting so when the men get attacked again, they're prepared, holding their action so they can make an aggressive action.
You don't want, because you're choosing your regular action, they can attack if they want to, or you can have them go defensive for your end. I'll essentially let them get a +1 to their AC.
Plus
you
one.
Want that to happen.
Actually, then what I would want them to do, if I would have my attack, and if they don't have to move or anything, I want them to attack as well.
They already have goblins that came running up towards them. So essentially, because 3 of the battalion guys got hit, you, Josh, and Diana all lost 1 of your guys.
Aww.
Because 3 of them went down.
Okay, that's okay.
But you want them to attack. So go ahead and have your battalion or have your platoon attack then, Dustin.
You might as well roll a D20 for that?
A D20 +4 to hit.
Okay, D20. Shit.
That's
so that is a 10.
10 is not going to do it. Your battalion, they hear you screaming, and they seem almost just kind of in awe because there are just hundreds of these tiny little critters just come running out of this forest. But you dealt a big blow to these guys.
So as they hit, because I have to wait for. I want all 3 platoons to, if they do, slowly move back to attack and then slowly move back.
So I mean, you can force your platoon. You can do your platoon to do that. If you want them to then start moving backwards, you can.
Okay. Yeah, because I just want them to fall back maybe like 10 paces.
Okay, so take some steps heading backwards. So now this is a battlefield. So yeah, you can have them fall back at least a couple. Like they start rolling up on you. Okay, so Dustin's platoon starts, or Thrum's platoon starts falling back a little bit. Thrum, it is now your turn.
Yes. What I would like to do. I'm just gonna hold my sword up. I'm gonna draw it. I'm not gonna do it now because I don't want to hit my wife in the face.
Thank you. I've only been attacking with my father this entire game.
Yes, it would behoove me to get some payback, but I'm not gonna do that.
All right, behooves Ben because he has hooves.
I'm just gonna raise my sword. And I'm gonna hop in front of the ones who are trying to head towards the battlements.
Okay, so you kind of want to break off a little bit and kind of go try to head those guys off. All right, go for it.
So I'm going to step in front of them, and I'm going to take a big old swing with my longsword. Now, clear this up for me. You're doing the amount I kill based on damage. So if I were to say, I don't know, cast a Divine Smite, that would increase the amount of goblins I kill.
Yep, you're absolutely right, because you guys got hundreds.
All right.
Yeah, no, just think of it just a swarm. Think like 800 goblins running at you guys almost. Maybe not that many, but we'll see.
That would be a 24.
Yeah, you're going to hit him. You're going to hit him. Give me all that damage.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cast Divine Smite at a level 3.
Okay. Ooh, I'm loving this, guys.
First, I'm going to roll the regular damage.
Okay.
That'd be 17.
Okay. Plus, yeah, then go ahead and throw your Divine Smite on there, too.
Then 12.
So 29, okay.
4 more.
And 4 more, so 33. So you get 16 goblins. You're just coming in with this attack and giving it a big old slash, taking out 16 of these things. You do have a second attack.
I do have a second attack.
You do have a second attack.
Go, brother! Strike them down!
That will be 23.
Yeah, it's gonna hit him. Give me some more damage. How many more goblins you killing?
I'm gonna save my other divine. 17 damage.
17.
Now, if you carry the 1 from my last one, that should equal 1 more dead goblin.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
So 9 more goblins.
All right, that works for me. All right, and then that takes us to Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Howlin' Hollows.
Wait,
what you doing?
Doesn't do something?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, your battalion too. Have them attack.
Try to steal my Tomb Thunder.
There's too much thunder that we have, brother, that he can steal.
All right, that's 19.
19 to hit. 19's gonna hit.
So 3d6 plus 4.
Yep, 3d6 plus 4. How many more goblins you taking out?
Come on, platoon. Oh, that's not bad. That'll be 17.
17. Secure that down. 8 more goblins. Dope. Awesome.
Wow.
And like I said, too, if you guys want to visualize this, just like a giant overhead, and you guys are just coming through, casting spells, doing all this massive craziness. Now it is Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Howlin' Hollows. Your turn.
Christopherson will hold.
Christopherson is going to hold.
And he'll say to his troops, "Oh, you see that down there? That is the way of the foolish. Up here, we wait. We wait for the leader, and then we strike."
So if you do want to hold, if you don't want to take your regular actions, you do have that second option. Remember, each group has second options. You can do a perception check to try to, give me a perception check.
That's what I wanted to do. Basically, I'm looking, Christopherson's looking for the leader. Oh, It flipped onto the natural 20 twice, but landed on a 2. So
yeah, you're just like, yes, I am up here.
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
We got it.
I wanted to say really quick, Ben, I didn't get to tell you this on the break, but I really appreciate that your character just channels Hedonism Bot's voice.
Oh yes, I know, right? It's so great. I was so excited. Yes.
Excellent. That takes us to top of the round. Nova, what you doing?
Okay. Since she cast the fog and the creepiness, can I see?
I mean, well, it's more the terrain that is affecting you, not so
So
much.
can I want to make sure I'm not going to hurt anyone. Can I see if I can try and use my will save again and try to
So
aim
you're going to
sliver?
try to activate the halo.
All right, let's see.
Give me a will save.
Wow. What is wrong with me? 8, 9, 10, 11.
No, that's definitely not going to do it.
Well,
you guys are high level.
I'm just going to try and I'm going to pull a lever and see what happens.
Nice.
She's going. So you don't have to roll an attack. You just pull the lever, Diana. So Nova pulls
I
the lever.
haven't heard any trumpets.
Well, Nova, I need you, because you really can't aim, I need you to roll me a D4.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh no.
This is a good call. I like this call.
3.
A 3. You picked actually the good number. You just hope to yourself. I'm gonna say you call on who is it? It's the Raven Queen, right?
The Raven.
You're thinking about the Raven Queen and just like give me guidance to see. And sure enough, your luck, you weren't able to aim, but you look up and boom! And this actually hits right over kind of close to the hill. So closer to the hillside, you get to roll.
All of that?
Not all of it, but you have to count it out because you do
How
get to
many?
roll 20d6 damage.
4, 6.
This is the Selesnian Conclave, guys.
10.
They don't mess around.
4, 6.
I am so glad you rolled the right location.
If you had hit me, I'd have been very upset.
That'd have been hilarious.
Oh, dead.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so this is your first 10. All right, I'll help you out.
First time this is 20 in here.
Oh, that's 20 of them? Okay, go for it.
Ooh, I see a bunch of 6s.
Here.
I'm gonna let you count. There's no way I'm counting.
Actually, no. You sit there and count up all that because it's going to be my turn next. Yes, you have to do your math so I can roll my game, Diana.
Okay.
So it is now my turn. There's just crazy shit happening all over the place. We still have one brother that stayed, one brother that decided to kind of go over and cut off these ones going towards the battlements. And then this giant holy light comes flying down from the sky. But my guys are going to keep going onto your, onto your platoons. My first 2 attacks were, oh my gosh, 2 3s and a 6. These goblins and demons are just like, the ones over next to Josh, God, not even better. That's a 7 on the die. Definitely not going to hit. That's going to be all of my turn right there for now. It's going to take me over to Ambrose. Your turn.
All right. Because that giant blast filled me with inspiration, I'm going to load up in one of my ballistas, one of the glory bombs.
So you want to attach a glory bomb to one of the ballistas?
To the rock that the ballista is throwing.
Okay. How much damage did you do?
65 points damage.
This giant light of just holiness just comes flying down from the sky, and you decimate 32 goblins.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But there's still more, guys. So a ballista, think ballista like a giant, almost crossbow with it. Trebuchet is the one that fires the bow. You can attach it to one of the crossbows. I need you, though, if you want to try that, I need you to make me a... Oh, I actually like that. Give me a... Oh, dang. Give me a sleight of hand check. See if you can actually affix it to the ballista.
16.
16. I will allow that. So one of your ballistas has a glory bomb on it.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
So I will say that will be your part of your turn, Pam, of fixing that.
I'm fine with that.
All right. And if you're having your platoon fire the ballistas!
And you have a bardic inspiration,
Yes,
remember.
and I give them a bardic information because I rolled a 7.
Oh.
But it's also plus 5 as well, too. So it's at a 13.
Okay, now it's 20.
20. And it hits. Boom, boom, boom. Kerpow! Roll all that damage. So you've got 5 d8s and 10 d6s. So while you are doing your damage, that is your entire turn. That's going to take us over to Thrum. Justin, your turn.
So I could still cast a spell that does an individual attack, but it does still count for like the whole group of them, right?
Yes. If it's more like an individual spell, I'll let you attach that to a couple different goblins for sure.
All right, then I'm going to use a cantrip, Toll the Dead.
Okay.
And since they have taken damage, it's 3d12 of damage, but they have to make a wisdom saving throw of 16.
All of them? So because it's 3 d12s worth of damage, so it's, okay. We'll just say it's that's a 16 on the die.
Oh. Okay, so that means they take half damage.
All right, roll that damage. Let's see. You can still take some goblins out with it.
I got 26.
Ooh, 26 half of that is 13.
So half of that, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 12, so six goblins. And then my men are going to attack and take a few steps back.
Okay, have your men attack.
Attacking!
72.
Ah, damn it.
72. What is half? 36. Okay. Bam! 32. Man, all right, you guys are lighting up this field right now. Awesome. So what did you roll for your platoon?
I rolled a 10.
No, you rolled a 10. Your guys are just like, there's these giant arrows sitting in the ground, explosions, and holy light coming from the sky, and your guys are still backing up some more as well too, which is then going to take us to
how much further do I have from where I'm at to
from where you're at? You were about halfway in the middle of the field, right?
Okay.
So the field itself is about 150 feet wide. So you're at about 75 feet away from the halo.
75 feet. Okay.
That's going to take us to your brother.
That's right.
Thrum!
Broham time. Broham.
All right. I am going to stay where I'm at. I'm just going to keep lighting them up with some swings from
That's fine. You guys just see more and more just these goblins and demons pouring out of the woods.
That's 28.
Yeah, 28's going to hit these things.
I'm going to go ahead. Let me go ahead and burn another 3rd level spell slot to give a Divine Smite at level 3.
Roll all that damage. All right, on that. Okay. Excellent. Go ahead, roll for your platoon really quick too. See if they hit. So then, while you're doing damage, I can have Ben do his turn.
Well, I still have another attack after this.
Oh, you do. All right. Yeah. Roll your second attack. See if it hits, and also roll your platoon. And then while you're adding up damage.
Yes, the second attack hits as well.
Okay. All right. And see if your platoon hits.
Platoon hits a 21.
Yeah. All right. Bring up all your damage.
All right. I'm just gonna start totaling it up.
Yep. Total damage, and that'll take us to Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Howlin' Hollows.
Yeah, so Christopherson is still waiting up there, and he's looking specifically for 2 things. One, when the end of the swarm of all these creatures come, because if that happens, the group will charge around and go behind and flank them.
Okay.
If he can see a leader on the battlefield, he will go down and charge the leader.
Okay.
Not rolling good for these. Hitting is good, but looking is bad. So that's a 10.
That's a
and
10.
like Scott Denuzzo said, the centaur just continues to look glorious on the hill.
That's very accurate. Yeah, you can't really tell. I mean, one thing I can. There's a bunch of these little critters. Just I mean, everybody's doing. You can tell your compatriots are doing a pretty damn good job. But it's very hard to see an end. You're just kind of amazed at everything that's happening, and the sun's glistening off your body.
And my part of the plan hasn't come to fruition yet, so there's no sense of me jumping into the fray if the plan is going according to plan.
That's right. Which takes us to the top of the order. Nova, it is your turn.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay, wait, before you do, I got my damages.
Oh, okay, damages.
All right, so I dealt 25 on my first attack.
12 goblins down, okay.
16 on my second attack.
All right, so that's another 8.
And my platoon did 13. So 6.
Did 13, so another 6. Yeah, you guys are lighting these goblins up. These goblins and these little demons and just these other warriors, just humanoids and just this massive amount of swarm coming towards you. Top of the order, Nova.
I'm going to use my will save and see if I can direct it again.
Okay.
12.
A 12. You notice you can't direct it, but you do realize that afterwards it is not going to fire this time.
Okay. Can I do anything, or am I just? They're too far
So
away.
essentially, when you're at the halo, your turn, you're essentially trying to fire the halo right now.
Right.
So because you chose your regular full turn action, you can also have your platoon act as well too, which I don't think you had to the last time.
Hasn't been acting, or has it been waiting in the back of the line?
No, your platoon's up at the front with all of Josh's.
They're just standing there.
I should have just. You should tell me to roll.
The platoon was just standing there.
It's your platoon. I'm gonna tell you. I'm against you guys.
Platoon to attack. I rolled a 14.
14 is gonna hit. They deal 3d6 plus 4 worth of damage.
Damn it! I should have.
Do you know the? Okay, so Monty Python and the Holy Grail, the 2 guards that are standing there that just watch. Watch. I imagine that's what Nova's platoon is like.
9 plus what? What is it?
9 plus 4, so 13.
Yeah, they're
Taking out
probably
some
just
6
just
goblins.
waiting for my signals the entire time, and I'm just fiddling with this
That's
lever.
right.
I'm so sorry. Attack!
That's gonna come to me. Just some more goblins coming out. Oop, woo! I caught that right in between my legs. Platoons. Josh's platoon. That's gonna hit. Not gonna hit Dustin's platoon. And it's gonna hit Diana's platoon.
Oh, yikes.
So Dustin, that's going to be 11 points of damage. So 2 of your guys go down.
Wait. I thought you said it didn't hit mine.
Yeah.
It hit
Josh's. So Josh, you take that damage. And then Diana, that's 10 points of damage to you. 2 of your guys go down.
Okay.
I'm going to have some groups coming after Josh. Man, they're just not rolling good against you guys. That's an 11 on the die for like a 13. So these guys are just swarming, but they are just scared of all of you, and that's going to take us over to Ambrose.
Giant elephant man.
Yeah, how can they not hit you?
I'm gonna do
Because I'm scary.
That was even with my +1 and stuff too.
And I'm going to, for a sleight of hand, roll a 22 to attach one of the other glory bombs.
Attaching another one. All right, there you
Now,
go.
Adam Khan, I do have to let you know you have a sync.
Oh, I do have a sync. Oh, Ben, thank you. Yeah, Pam, I'm gonna sync you on that one.
You're welcome.
So just me. So you're gonna get a +4 to your attack instead. All right.
So +4 to my attack will still be a 22.
Oh, still a 22. That's gonna hit. Get all your damage up, and then that's gonna take us to Dustin as she's getting her damage together.
All right, so my men. I don't think any of my men have actually lost. I don't think I've lost any men so far. I think you've
lost one guy. Each of you guys lost one guy in the very first attack. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, you sure? Okay, cool. All right, well then, in that case, can I look out into the field and see about how well we are doing?
Yeah, you can make a straight up perception check if you want. That's fine.
Is that going to take my action?
No, this is just going to be a regular perception. That's not one of like your main actions you can pick, but I'll give you that one. I mean, you're right in the middle of it all. You're kind of standing there going, ah!
I don't see a thing.
No, okay. Well, you just know you're killing stuff.
All right. Well then,
What
we're
action
gonna
you
go. I'm going to keep on hitting them. I'm going to do another Toll the Dead.
Another Toll the Dead. All right.
So you have to make a wisdom saving throw of 16.
They're not going to get it this time, so you're going to get more goblins caught in this one. Roll all that damage. Pam, do you have your total damage?
56.
56.
Nice.
Half of 56
Oh!
is 20.
Nice.
Roll, 28, right?
You like tied it to it and watched the first one that was like, again!
And just more explosions happening on the field. Goblins and demons, little demons flying everywhere. How much damage was that, Dustin?
19.
19.
And then my platoon's going to attack.
Okay.
Natural 20! Yes.
All right. Roll that 3d6 plus 4 and double that.
All right. Now listen, so is it just the dice that get doubled, or is it the dice and the bonus?
It's going to be what you roll on the dice plus your bonus that you have, double all that stuff.
All right. Sounds good to me.
All right.
So
while Dustin is calculating damage, that's your whole turn, right, Dustin?
Yeah. Well, and
Okay,
then my
well-
men
Yep.
take a space. Well, you know what? So far, losing ground hasn't been doing anything for us, right?
No, I mean, you guys are destroying these things right now.
Okay. Sounds good.
There's no need to retreat, brother.
18. So 18 plus 8, that is a 26.
26, half that is 13.
So 13 more goblins die.
13 more goblins and mini demons dying. One thing I will tell you, well, no, you were shitty about your perception, so you don't get to know that. That's going to take us over to Josh. Josh, your turn.
All right. Let's, I mean, the plan's working. So
stick with the plan.
I'm just gonna keep bashing these guys' faces in with my
bashing away. All right.
That's a 7, but I have a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration. No. Wait. No, 7 plus my bonus. That'll make a dirty 20 with my bardic inspiration.
Dirty 20 is going to hit. Yes.
Sweet. And if I can just. I'm so thankful to my bard.
So if you're gonna attack again on your second time, or if you're gonna take your second attack and then your platoon, just roll for your attacks. Let's see if those hit, and then you can add up damage.
All right, I'm gonna make my second attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be 31.
Yeah, man, you guys are rolling hot right now. And your platoon.
Platoon. That's a nat 1.
That is a nat.
The whole platoon dies.
They all just stab each other. They turn into the Suicide Squad or the Suicide Brigade from Life of Brian.
So your platoon. I'm going to say roll me a d20, Josh.
Why?
Because you not one.
Because
3. Cool. One of your guys goes down.
Oh.
Yep. So Josh, add
he
up all
just
your damage.
fell over dead.
he got swarmed, and these daggers just like right in his neck, blood spewing everywhere. Josh, add up your damage, and Benjamin, you're at the top of the hill. Wait, what was that?
I'm using a Divine Smite on my first attack at a level 2 this time. I'm saving level 3 spells.
That's fine. Give me all that damage, and on Ben, it's you.
Yeah, still perceiving.
Trying
the
to perceive.
It's going great. You know, why break up a good thing? So, and I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Do I have that from way before when the?
Yeah. You still have that.
Sweet. It's gonna be a 15.
Ooh, 15 is.
I rolled really.
It is just enough. You actually notice from your as you're standing up there, you notice that there it doesn't seem like there's any more goblins. Like this last group is kind of on their way out, trying to come after you guys. You guys have really done that, but you start hearing some rumbling.
Oh, wonderful! Now the fun shall commence. As soon as that rumbling comes out, we will charge the rumbling.
Okay, sounds good. Top of the order. Back to Nova.
48 damage for my attacks.
48. Half of that is
24.
24. Ooh, yeah, destroying some stuff. You guys don't have that many little critters left on the ground. Nova, what you doing?
Do I see what the rumbling is? Or can I send my raven to go see what the rumbling is?
So your raven, where you're at, your raven would make it all the way to the other side of the battlefield if you want, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm going to send it all the way to the other side of the battlefield.
Okay, so make a perception check. So just as you're also standing there too, Ben, you just see this black raven that's been perched on Nova's shoulder just kind of glide over all this carnage and stuff.
21.
21. What you actually see, what your raven can see within the woods, you start seeing what looks like a small horde of centaurs and minotaurs and some bigger demons running through the trees. And you also see, there's one other thing, you also see this, almost like in a straight pathway, the ground is almost like rising up and trees are starting to fall over.
I'm waiting for that thing.
So I would command Divine to come back towards me once he tells me what he sees, and then can I have my platoon attack?
You can have your platoon attack. Yes, that's fine. They're still up there. You can have them attack.
Okay, platoon.
Watching what she rolls.
11.
The dice can. The dice can. 11 plus what? Oh, plus 4 is 15. That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Some damage. 3d6 plus 4. Take out some more goblins.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So yeah, you get 5 more goblins. Not a lot of these goblins left, guys. Let's see. 2 attacks on your platoons. Josh, your platoon will get hit. Diana's, yours will not.
Good.
And then Josh, man, they cannot hit you, Josh. They're just scared of you. They're like, no!
My question is, who's the bigger elephant man? Like, are you both the same size? Who's stronger?
Josh and Dustin roll a d20.
D20!
4.
13!
Dustin is bigger.
Wow!
And Josh, another one of your platoon members goes down.
Oh.
All right, that takes us to Ambrose.
Can I roll a perception to see if I notice something bigger is coming?
You can definitely try for sure. You have to get a big one.
I get +9 to it, so.
Okay. 24. You definitely, even with the sounds dying down, you start hearing that rumbling.
All right, I'm gonna signal my troops just to fire the regular
Okay.
one, and I'm gonna run up there and just. Anybody really look like they're hurt in the battlefield?
I don't think any of you guys have gotten hit at all.
I got hit.
Josh got hit once for 5 damage.
In the first battle.
There's dust in my eyes.
Yeah.
I sadly took a lot of touch spells, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do from this.
That's all right.
I'm going to cast Claritin to be able to clear his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, did you take that? Dustin, did you take that as a Tempest?
Of course. I mean, it's very important to be able to see where you're throwing your lightning around.
I for just doing this, I'm gonna roll for my troops. I rolled a 22.
22's gonna hit.
And then I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on what's coming through to see if anything feels like it's a really big magical force.
Okay. You detect magic is how far? 60 feet?
120.
120 feet. You sense a little bit of magic making its way towards you guys.
That's who I want.
Is it one force, or is it magic use?
You can definitely tell it. You can feel the energy of somebody that uses magic coming your way.
Got it. Okay.
And your guy shot too, right?
Yeah, and they got a 23, so I'm gonna.
Oh, all right. Yeah, do that damage. While you're doing that, Dustin, it's gonna be your turn. Well, actually, let's see, because there's not that many goblins left. Let's see how many Pam kills.
All right.
22.
22. That's gonna be 11. There's still some. Yeah, there's still about 20 goblins left on the field. So, Justin, what's up? What you doing?
I'm gonna keep on hitting them with Toll the Dead. It's been doing pretty good for me so far. I want to save my big stuff for what's.
That's a 4 on the die, -1, so 3. Roll all that damage.
3. What is that? So that's 3d12. 1, 2, 3, and roll. That is not bad. 16.
16. All right.
That's 8 goblins.
Hey, not 8 of them. There's only 12 goblins left, and you've got your platoon.
My platoon's attacking as well.
Yep.
Yeah, they miss.
They miss. Well, you know why? Because they were too far. They're like, we moved back. Well, no, we have to go forward. We missed them. Dang it.
No, they're already dead.
Okay, Josh, you got like 12 goblins left. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
Now, if you want as well too, remember you also have the option, because you guys are on the field. You can just try to inspire your platoon to make more attacks if you want.
Yeah, but they're not gonna hit as well as I will.
That's fine. There's only 12 goblins
They
left.
kind of suck. They keep dying.
Okay, that's fine. That's right. You've had the most deaths. All right. What you doing?
I'm just gonna hit him with regular old longsword.
Regular old longsword.
That'll be a 16.
That'll be a 16. That's gonna hit.
Sweet. I love this character. There was a 4 on the die.
4 on the die. So.
So that's 16 damage.
16 damage. Yeah. You got one more attack. You got like 4 goblins left. You could take them all out.
4 on the die again. So.
4 on the die again.
God, I love Paladin.
And how much damage you do?
8 plus 7, 15.
15, and you just destroy the remainder of these goblins.
Nice.
Well, it seems like we've done a wonderful job.
So I'm going to keep you guys in this initiative order. So Josh, you did your thing. Roll a perception check for me, Josh.
Not great. 12.
No, I will say you just hear the drumming, just like it sounds like hoofbeats coming your way, which then end up on the hill.
I would like to see this. If there are trees parting, I'm sure from up here I can see it. And Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Horth and Hollows, is like, that's my guy. Okay. That's what I've been waiting for.
Cool.
And that's a 15 on the die, so that's a natural 18 for my perception check.
You notice what you start seeing come through. You start seeing this big old group of minotaurs and some centaurs running through. And you do happen to see, you don't actually see it, but you do see whatever it is, the ground is just like moving and these trees are out of the way, and you see this giant form moving underneath the ground.
And he'll say to his troops, "Troops, gather before me, you all my sweet little ponies. I just wanted to let you know, if you die today in glorious battle, you will be serving a glorious purpose, and you shall be inspired by the gleaming nature of my muscles. When that comes, you do whatever you want. That one's mine."
Give me a performance check.
A natural 3.
Yes.
So it's a total of 4.
Okay.
All right, let's put this in perspective. I think
They
they should get advantage on it though, because that was a very inspiring, courageous song.
Was it?
You know what? I'll let you roll an advantage, Ben. Sure. I'll be the nice DM for this one. Okay. I like it. It was pretty good.
8.
Oh. No better. So your troops kind of go, yeah, we'll let you go get the bigger thing.
Yes, you kill the other things.
Okay. So now you see this horde of centaurs and minotaurs and this giant thing underground. Back to the top of the order. That's Nova. What you doing?
All right. So my raven would be back by now.
You can have your raven fly back to you now if you so desire. Yes.
Yeah, I command him to fly back to me, and then Do I think that I can use the lever now?
You'd have to make a will save. You want to try the lever again?
I want to see if I'm able to see
part
where
of
I can do it.
So you can't really tell. I mean, you got lucky the last time with it, and these things that are charging through now are a lot bigger.
Are they starting to? Can I see them starting?
Oh
to
yeah, you can see them.
I'm gonna just pull the lever.
You're gonna. All right. So you need to roll me a D4.
I need to get out of the field if this is going the way she's going to be.
A 2.
Uh-oh.
You pull the lever. Beam of light, and this beam is going to hit yours and Josh's platoon.
Yikes.
Ah!
Roll those 20d6.
Roll those 20d6.
Nice knowing you guys.
My platoon's
Now, Dustin, you're well. Now hold on a second, because Dustin, your platoon actually moved up as well too. You said
No,
they
we
moved
moved
up to it. They moved up to attack though. You had them go up to attack creatures. Because
No,
you said
I
yes,
had-
you did. You said they were moving back, then you said I want my platoon to attack, and you missed. Because then I said, yeah, you had to move back, and then they had to run forward to try to attack somebody. So your platoon is actually up in there too.
Oh, okay. I thought I've been moving my guys back. Okay, no, I'll go with it. Sorry.
All right, Diana, go ahead and roll all that damage.
You just killed our whole army.
Goody.
Okay, so
Awesome.
It's not a TPK if it's just the platoon's Adam.
It's still
I'm
character death that
sorry.
I'm not doing this right now, guys. It's her.
I'm sorry.
I've killed like 3 characters right now.
I was trying to get them since they were
Okay.
creeping up.
So this giant beam comes down and starts hitting the platoon. I'm gonna see how many of your guys go down.
Sorry.
Josh, you're gonna have a few centaurs coming at you for a couple of attacks. These guys are gonna hit better. One of them is going to be a 19 on the die. The other one is going to be a total of 19. Do either of those hit you? Well, does the other one?
First one will, the 19 on the die, but the 19 total will not hit.
Will not hit you. Excellent. Actually, no, Josh, that would be a dirty 20 because of my +1. I didn't incorporate that one.
20 will hit me.
20 will hit. Cool. You're going to take 30 points of damage.
Ah! Ow!
So, let's see. Do I have my 5? 15. So, 5 members of each platoon go down from the Halo.
That's not bad. We're still okay.
Oopsie, no, that's Jared's character on Friday nights. When that beam hits, these Minotaurs are going to be coming in to hit those platoons. That's going to be a 19 on the die from one. And oh yeah, so platoon action. Those are going to hit. That's going to be 25 points of damage. So I'm going to say 2 of Josh's, 2 of Diana's, and 1 of Dustin's.
What attack was this?
This was just them coming up and attacking you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only person in the party who's and I only have 8 dudes left.
I have 9.
Now the final thing, though, as these these centaurs and everything kind of came around and hitting these guys, this giant thing, whatever it is, gets right up underneath the platoons, and this giant battle worm
nice
explodes out of the ground. Dustin, Diana, and Josh, roll me a reflex save and add a +2 to that.
Dexterity.
Yes, dexterity.
No.
Adam, I think that would incur my men to start going down the hill.
Okay, yeah, they're on the way. Dustin, what'd you roll?
10.
10. A 10. You say this thing.
Yes, I did.
Shoots out of the ground, and your entire platoon falls prone. And also, not only that, do they fall. Oh, where did my stats go for that guy? Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Cool. Each of you are going to lose one more guy from bludgeoning damage when this thing shoots out of the ground.
All of us?
No, yeah, all three of you are going to lose one platoon member.
I'm down to Shem.
That's going to take us then to... That was my turn.
Wait, did you want to hear the rest of our deck saves or no?
That was for your platoon guys. Didn't you say you rolled really crappy?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay,
crappy on them.
okay.
That's my turn. Ambrose.
I'm going to try something absolutely insane.
That's what this game is for.
Like insane.
I'm going to try to dominate monster on the death worm.
Dominate monster on the death worm. Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh my god.
18, or it is charmed until someone attacks it.
Well, Pam, that's an 18 on the die for my death worm.
Oh my god!
Yes! All right, dominate monster. Your platoon can still shoot because that's part of it.
Shoot.
All right, plus 5 to hit. I can't sink you. I only had the one sink.
9.
Ooh, nope. Just lands all around. Justin, your turn.
All right, now how big is this death worm? Are there actually like, it's the death worm, is there anything else around it?
I mean, there's centaurs and minotaurs coming around as well too, but all of your guys, all those platoon, that entire platoon line has fallen prone onto the ground.
Okay, well, it takes only half of their movement to get back up, right?
Yep.
Okay, half their movement, they all get back up. And are we still kind of treating the death worm and all of the minotaurs and centaurs as part of like the swarm?
Oh yeah,
so
it's still part of a swarm. It's going to be harder to take these guys down though. They're bigger.
Okay, well then, fortunately, I'm going to use Call Lightning.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to raise up my mace, but I'm also going to use my last what is that? Divine? Shoot, what is it called?
Your channel divinity?
Channel divinity. Thank you.
Okay.
I was like, divine channel divinity, so it automatically does 60 damage.
Now, to let you know too, you've got the death worm surrounded by your people. You've got, and then you've got like a group kind of off to the right and a group off to the left of it. Which group are you hitting at?
I want to make sure I can hit the death worm, but make sure it doesn't hit any of my guys.
Is your spell able to do that?
Yes, I'm able to conjure a cloud or conjure a storm above me, and I can direct that spell wherever I want, and it has a range of 120 feet.
All right, so you deal how much damage to my death worm?
60.
You're a
Damn.
jerk.
Yeah.
You hear this thing just like howl in pain. But it's still up and it looks hungry.
For the conclave!
You've got so your guys, stood up. You can, if you want. I mean, they're standing up. They're next to this giant old death worm. They can take an attack on this thing if you wanted to.
Attack the death worm!
All right, so, God, these guys suck. They rolled 7.
A 7. No, this death worm scared the crap out of them. One of the guys pooped his pants.
Yeah, I'm guessing that most of them did.
Yep. Josh, that's to you. So as you're looking at Josh, death worm with all your guys, you're in front of the battlements. So there's kind of some of this horde coming your way. Mixture of centaurs and minotaurs.
Yeah, all these centaurs and minotaurs, I'm not happy about any of this. What I think I'm gonna do as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Magic Weapon on my longsword. So until the spell ends, that weapon becomes a magic weapon with a +1 bonus to attack and damage.
Okay.
So I'm essentially making myself the bit boss battle thing.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait.
All right, so that'll be 27.
Nope. All right, and you're hitting some of these guys that came up and whacked you.
Yeah, I will use a Divine Smite at a level 1.
Okay. Roll also to see, just like we've been doing, especially for you as well too. Roll see if your second attack hits, and then do you want your platoon to stand and attack the worm, or a group of creatures?
I would like them to stand and attack the worm. Yes.
Okay, so roll for your second attack, and then roll for your platoon attack too.
The second attack is 24.
24 will hit.
And then my platoon. Come on, platoon.
All 7 of them.
No.
No.
Oh,
You got the worst platoon. All right, go ahead. Do all of your
They got a
damage.
grand total of 9.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
All right.
So yeah, go ahead, add up all that damage.
It's okay, brother. We didn't train these troops. That's why they're so terrible.
All right, and then bottom of the order, Benjamin.
Oh yeah.
Christopherson, the golden stallion of Horthen Hollows, finally does something.
He's got some good perception.
He
got the Claritin to clear up the dust.
Yeah,
right?
cleared up the dust. So good. He just, with arms spread open wide, charges down the hill.
Open.
Imagine if Gandalf had been smiling when he comes down. And that's the light that you see. He's actually gonna. I don't know if this will help me, but I'm thinking of spending 2 key points, 1 to dash and then 1 to do flurry of blows. Am I allowed to do all those things?
Yes,
all right,
you
so
can.
just dashing through, just as his arms are spread up and just punching like this. That's a 19.
Yep.
That's a dirty 20. Yeah. That's a 16 on the die. And that's a dirty 20 as well.
Yeah.
So that, yeah.
Okay.
So punch it, and then his troops are going to come down too and just start. Ah! And they're screaming, "For Christopherson!"
All right.
That's going to be a 17.
17 will hit. So Ben,
I'll
go
roll
ahead.
all sorts of damages.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Deal all your damage. Josh, how much damage did you do?
32.
32. Awesome. You see 3 of the 3 centaurs go down.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Top of the order. That brings us to Nova.
Am I within 90 feet of that worm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Hold Monster.
You're gonna try hold monster on that thing. Okay.
Do I roll a 20?
Yeah, what do you have to do with it? Hold monster. I have to make a will save.
I think it's a will save. It's the same thing as like dominate.
Will save with monster. That is going to be a 17 on the die. With my will is a -1, so a 16.
And then how do I know if it succeeds?
It should be your
skill save.
Oh, because the worm has a -1, I am 1 below getting the DC of it.
You are paralyzed, my friend.
So my thing is paralyzed. Okay.
Yay!
You still have your platoon as well too.
I'm gonna make my platoon fight.
Okay. Yeah, make them fight. Make them do something.
Adam Khan, that's a total of 41 damage from my punches. And then 11 damage from my troops following behind me.
You guys take out 5 of these creatures.
And I just want to end up next to the worm.
Okay, you're right next to the worm. Yeah, that
And
sounds
it's
good.
all paralyzed.
That was essentially like you're coming down the hill as Gandalf, but then you're charging through these things like Theoden.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting right up next to it.
Super Lord of the Ringsy. I love it. 17 on the die is going to hit. Roll some damage.
All right, guys.
3d6.
Help me out here. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Plus 4, so you take out... Oh, no, they're right next to the worm. So that's 20 points of damage to my worming.
Yay!
Guys, why are you guys being so mean?
Worm paralyzed?
It just held until its turn.
It's held until its turn?
The target must...
That should be. It's a will save.
Its turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw, and if
Okay.
success, the spell ends. But it says you're paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed, right? But I can make another
You can make
on
a
my
will
turn.
save.
At the end of my turn, right?
Yeah.
End of my turn. Cool.
No, it's hold monster. It's not.
Yeah.
No, but isn't he's paralyzed? Isn't that double damage?
I don't know. Does it...
Oh, for paralyzed. Actually, yes, it is. So that's going to be more points of damage. Rude. 40 points. That's really rude. Everybody, roll me a perception check.
Come on.
Well, we know perception's Christopherson's game, so that's a 12.
17.
17.
14 plus 11.
14 plus 11, 25.
13.
13.
16.
I see everything.
So, as all of this is happening now, too, no, even from far away, through the clearing of the trees, you see at least 5 more different trees start moving, and you hear boom with the sounds of giant steps coming your
And
way.
I would yell, "There's giants coming!"
Wonderful! They'll fall easily.
So there's more bad coming your way. Now, well, I would say too, Diana, you also remember there's also those steps down into the artifact room. So if you guys do decide to run, it's one of the best places you could probably go.
We're not gonna run. We're gonna kill everything.
Let me see. So we've got attacks coming in on Josh. 2 attacks. One of them is definitely going to hit with a 17 on the die. 2 attacks coming at Benjamin.
At me.
One of them is going to be a 19 total.
Oh, well, that's a hit.
Okay, so you will take a hit against your troops. That's a natural 20 against your troops.
How dare you?
I dare just fine, sir.
They're cannon fodder. I don't care about them.
So let me see. Josh, 9, 8. You're going to take another 25 points of damage, Josh. Ben, ooh.
1 point of damage. That's so little, Adam.
Ben, you're actually going to take 38 points of damage.
It's nothing.
I rolled some big damage.
It's nothing
And then,
a long rest won't.
And then your guys, 42 points of damage. 4 of your centaur guys go down. And the worm is paralyzed.
Oh.
I get to make a wisdom check. A wiener. That is nope. That's he's still paralyzed. All right. That's gonna take us to Pam. You heard Nova shout, and as you look over too, you just see more and more trees start to sway, and you hear the sounds of giant footsteps coming your way.
Since it's paralyzed, would it get disadvantage on another control check?
It would. A paralyzed creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saving.
It's a will.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't affect.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna say because it's already and under Diana's hold with it, I would say no. If you're trying to continue to dominate,
I'm gonna try and dominate it.
okay. Roll just because you're also going on top of her spell as well too, and there's a lot of stuff happening. Roll me a charisma check. So your spellcaster modifier, whatever that is.
23.
23. All right, your spell goes off.
Charisma.
Cool. This one giant worm is doubly dominated.
Since I have dominate, I'm literally going to tell it to go sick the giants.
You're telling the worm to turn around and go sick a giant.
But it's paralyzed.
Oh yeah, it is currently paralyzed.
I haven't talked with Diana yet, so I like scream, like, let it go!
You can. She'd have to do it on her turn now.
Okay, it's fine. On your turn, let her go. And then
Okay. You still have your guys that can attack.
Yes, and they got a 14.
A 14 is not going to do it.
All right.
It's going to lead to Dustin. Dustin, you start seeing. You hear this giant howl in the forest, no, you don't, because the worm didn't move. Never mind. You see now. You can start seeing 8 different trees start to move.
8.
And you just start hearing the pounding, and at the same time, you start hearing more hoof beats, and you also start hearing more chittering sounds as well too. What you can now assume this is the rest of the giant army that came to get you guys and that is going for this artifact. What are you doing?
Can I actually see them?
You can see through the tree. You can see the trees moving, and you can see at least 2 giants walking through the trees. But the giant sounds that you're hearing, you can tell that there's a lot coming.
No.
All right. Is there any? I mean, I'm assuming. Are there still guys around me to hit?
I mean, you haven't really stepped up. No, nothing's really made it as far to you. Like everything's kind of been hit. Ben's group just came down into this other group. Josh has kind of taken on the other side over there. You're kind of by yourself, but there's a lot coming your way. You can keep standing fighting, or you guys can try to get away. It's up to you.
Can I yell out, fall back to the halo?
You totally can if you want to.
Yes!
Okay. Brother, fall back to the halo!
Yes! Fall back! Men, stay up! Hold the front!
All of us run away!
So, Dustin, you turn and you start heading. You shot that out, and then you head to the halo?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's your move. Are you going to do anything on your way, or are you just going to move and get out of
there? Can I see anything within, what is that, 60 feet? No, I can't see anything within 60 feet, huh?
There's a lot of bad coming your way.
How about 120 feet?
I mean, as much as I gave you already, because your perception is crappy.
Well, I'm saying, like, could I cast something, like, could I cast some lightning into where everyone's coming to do some damage?
I mean, you can try if you want to, but I'm going to have you roll it at disadvantage because you can't see it.
Well, technically, it would be your guys' dexterity saving. So you would have advantage on the roll.
I mean, I'm also going to say you have disadvantage because you can't really see where they're at.
Okay. Would I be able to use Spare the Dying on any of my...
Nope, they're dead. Those guys are all dead. They're dead.
There's no save for them.
I'm trying. All right, falling back and bringing my men with me.
Okay. Everybody starts falling back on that end. Josh.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with my brother. We need to all, the 5 of us need to get to the halo. I'm gonna be shouting out to them. The inscription said that we had to all be together.
Okay.
So let's get to the halo. And then as my action, I'm gonna lay on hands on myself.
Excellent.
To heal myself for 55.
Yeah. Bam! Excellent. Difference between Paladins and Pathfinder and D&D, you can give up all your healing in D&D. You can only do, what, a D6 for Pathfinder?
It changes per level.
As you go up, yeah. All right, both brothers start heading over to the halo. That takes us to Ben.
By the way, real quick comment. Scott said retreating paladin. Yes, this paladin is retreating. I want the artifacts.
Oh wait,
they are expendable.
Okay.
Hey, Josh, how many hit points were you down?
I was down to 20, and I started at 94.
Oh, so you could still use some healing?
No, I'm back up to like in my 80s. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
All right. Ben, what are you doing?
Christopherson, the golden stallion of Horth and Hollows, will go, oh, fine. Men, women, my little ponies, fight on and die for me. And he's just going over. He'll spread the key point and dash over there and punch things on his way, just in glorious retreat.
Excellent. Glorious retreat.
15 on the die, 13 on the die, 12 on the die. The last one's a miss, but okay. he's just punching things as they go by.
Punching on the way.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That takes us to
31 points of damage.
Okay. I'm gonna say just within all this crazy as well too. Still kind of keeping it there. Nova, you see at least your compatriots start running over. Ambrose, I'm going to give you a choice. What are you doing as well too? Are you going to go join them?
I should, but yeah, I'll join them.
All right,
I'll give my troops the last glory bomb and tell them to fire it into the tree line.
Okay. All right.
And then once she releases the worm, I'm gonna tell the worm to, take it, boy, and run over to them.
Excellent. We're gonna go a little bit over tonight, Grady. If that's all right with you as well too, because I got something fun happening. So you see your troops. Your troops are valiantly trying to defend these things. When you all get over to the halo, you notice that all 5 pillars start to glow. And
is one of them gold?
It is a golden light. Yes, it is a golden light, and upon each of you, on Nova, you see, and it's almost like you guys look at each other, and the pillars glow, but then a sigil on each of you starts glowing on your forehead.
Power Rangers!
Nova, you get
your
the
forehead.
sigil of an eye.
Ooh.
The 2 brothers, Thrum, you get the sigil of a sword. Thrum, you get the sigil of a ball of fire. Christopherson, the Golden Centaur of Heaven Hollows, you get the sigil of a mountain. And Ambrose, you get the sigil of a heart. And as that starts happening as well too, you start to hear this whisper coming up from the stairway leading down into the artifact chamber. What do you do?
A whisper?
Can we pull the lever and run down?
You can totally pull the lever if you want to, but there is chaos. Your troops are now starting to be overrun. You can pull it if you want to head down.
Yeah, just pull it.
I did bring my troops with me.
You brought that's fine. Your troops are going with you as well too. All right, so all you guys are heading down. You pull the lever. The lever does not fire.
Oh.
So all you guys head downstairs, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. Okay, you head down to the stairs, and what you see is a rounded stone room, and in the middle of this room is a sarcophagus. What do you do?
Open it.
Open it.
All right, give me who's ever opened it, give me a strength check.
I'm ready to punch whatever comes out of it.
I'm on this.
Can I be like, hello, dead person, we apologize for breaking open your tomb?
You don't hear anything. What'd you roll? 24. Actually, for you, yeah, you just see Thrum just pull open like this sarcophagus lid, and in the middle of it, you see this blue light start to glow, and it raises up, almost like right in between all of you, and then almost right around it, upon the ground, you see those sigils that are on your foreheads start to glow.
I go stand where the mountain is.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I will go to one that matches my sigil.
Is this like the 5th element?
You all go stand upon your sigils. Now, then you hear this whisper say, "It only takes a touch."
Touch?
What do you do?
I poke the person next to me.
I touch it.
I touch my forehead?
You touch your forehead. You're all touching your foreheads. Nothing happens.
Wait,
I touched the sigil!
I was touching the sigil. At first I was touching this.
I touch who's ever next to me.
Nothing happens.
Touch the sigil.
Everyone touch me.
So there's the sigil on the ground, the sigil on your head, and then there's the glowy blue ball.
I touch the glowy blue ball. I touch the glowy blue ball.
Glowy blue ball. Is everybody touching the glowy blue ball?
If it were gold, I would have touched it first.
Well, as it's glowing gold, you see like little lightning bolts of gold coming out.
Go ball.
As you all touch it, you feel this energy start to course up your arm, and this light starts getting brighter and brighter and brighter till it's almost like a small explosion of light. We catch this overhead glimpse of the battlefield above. Goblins, demons, your battalions laid to waste. The battlements are being overrun by these giants. Even Dustin, your guys saw this light happening downstairs, and the light basically just pushed them out of the room. You see them falling around the stairwell. All of a sudden, you start to hear boom. All the creatures just kind of look up. Now, also something else you notice too, because there's demons and there's all these other Gruul clan warriors, they're kind of fighting amongst themselves. You see that it's Gruul and Rakdos going against each other, and boom! You hear another loud explosion. They're still fighting. They're all looking around, sounding incredibly scared. Then you hear this giant explosion. And out of the mists over the cliff, you see this 500 4-foot-tall avatar of Selesnia step out of the mists. The feet glowing with the sigil of the mountain. The body, the glowing sigil of the heart. The right hand, the glowing sigil of the sword. The left hand, the glowing sigil of the flame. And the head has the glowing sigil of the eye. This giant, massive avatar steps out, and all of you get to make one action.
Trample. Trample everything.
So the head, you can choose to do a psychic blast or a mind melt.
Oh.
Right hand, you can choose to do an attack or weapon growth. Magic hand, you can choose to do elemental damage, or you can overcharge it. Feet, you can move, or you can do an earthquake stomp.
Earthquake stomp. No question.
Body, you can do a heal or a fast heal. I need a decision from all of you right now.
Earthquake.
Head, what are you doing?
I love how we all shout.
Head, what are you doing?
Psychic blast.
Psychic blast. Right hand, what are you doing?
Attack.
Magic hand, what are you doing?
Lightning.
You're gonna go with lightning element. Feet, you're doing earthquake stomp.
Yeah.
Body, are you doing healing or fast healing?
Fast healing.
Fast healing. Excellent. The head, you do a psychic blast. Roll me 3d20.
Oh, 3?
3 d20s.
Oh, if you roll ones on each of these, I'm gonna laugh.
That one's come out now.
I did roll a 1.
It's all right. Just tell me the numbers on each of those.
1, 16, and 13.
That's going to be 30. You see 30. You see the eye on this thing start to glow, and 30 creatures drop dead.
Yeah.
The right hand, the hammer. You did an attack. Make just one attack roll. Roll a d20, and it's going to be a +10 to hit.
Oh, let's hope it's not a natural
20.
You got a 20. Excellent. Roll me 10d6.
Woo! Woo!
Alright, so that's 10, 20, 30.
30. This hammer comes down and crushes 30 creatures.
Yeah.
The lightning hand. You aim that hand, and this giant bolt of lightning comes out. Roll 5d10 worth of lightning.
5d10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5d10 of lightning damage. Comes up to. Not that good. 16.
16 creatures. Now, a lot of these creatures, too, the majority of them are small ones, but also. What's that?
Huh?
I finally out-damaged my brother!
Yeah.
Especially with lightning.
This lightning just shoots like over past the hill and just scorches all these things. Ben, you said you're doing the earthquake stomp choice?
Oh yeah. And Christopherson's like, this is my calling.
Ben,
this is what I was for.
Roll me 3d12 and 1d4.
Okay. 9, 4,
Okay.
1.
22.
22.
So 22 plus 20 for this earthquake stomp. 40 creatures just get rattled underneath the ground. And that d4, you actually take 1 point of dex damage.
Oh.
The body, you said you're doing healing or fast healing?
Fast healing.
So fast healing, now the way that this works, you start to channel your energy to heal up the avatar, but by doing fast healing, I need you, everybody is going to lose 10 hit points. But Pam, the avatar, is going to get 50 additional hit points on top of that, and I need you to roll a d4.
4.
You're going to take 4 points of con damage.
Oh.
Yep. These creatures, they're all going to try to attack this avatar. One fell swoop. These things are terrified. They all rolled a 2.
Yes.
So back to the top of the order. Head, psychic or mind melt?
Let's try mind melt.
Mind melt rolled 5d20.
Ooh, 5.
5d20 and a d4.
Okay.
Man.
Oh my goodness. 5. No, I like this one better.
else I played with you.
5 and a D4.
5 and a D4.
Okay. 18,
Ooh,
5,
let me see.
19,
That's going to be
2, and 10.
17, 18, and 19. Add all that up. That's going to be 17, 18, and 19. What's that all added together? For 56 points of damage. 56 creatures go down, and you take 1 point of wisdom damage.
I take 1 point?
Yes, you take 1 point of wisdom damage. Right hand the hammer. Attack or weapon growth?
I'm just gonna attack again.
You're gonna attack again. Roll the attack.
14.
14. You get a little bit in there. They kind of all started retreating slightly, so you're only gonna get 14. You're gonna hit some of them, so you can roll 5d6. Left hand. What are you doing? Are you doing elemental, or are you gonna overcharge?
Overcharge sounds like a last resort.
17.
I'm gonna use.
You're a giant 500-foot tall avatar.
Fine. No guts, no glory. Overcharge.
Do you want to overcharge lightning, fire, or acid?
Oh, let's go for lightning.
Going for lightning. 8d10 worth of lightning. Whatever you roll with an overcharge, you are going to take 25% of that damage. And I need you to roll a d4.
Okay, so wait a second. So first 8d10 and
8d10
then
and a
okay,
d4.
so the 8d10 come up to 26.
Excellent. And roll your d4.
3.
You take 3 points of intelligence damage. Feet. Do you want to move? You can take 3 steps towards all these retreating creatures, or earthquake stomp.
Earthquake stomp. I already rolled my damage. I did 23 damage, and I did 3 points of dexterity damage.
Excellent. Body. Are you going to heal, or are you going to fast heal?
Heal.
Regular heal. That's going to be 20 extra points on top of this thing. I need all of you, really quick. Everybody, roll me an intimidation check.
Oh,
and I'm going to let you all roll at advantage.
19.
So we roll twice, Adam?
Roll twice, take the best.
23.
Okay.
18.
13. My feet are so intimidating.
9.
9?
I would like
9.
to remind everybody that I'm at least a foot shorter than everyone.
Oh wait.
And
Can I use my inspiration?
You have it. I'll let you do it. Sure. See what you get.
What do I get for the? What do I roll?
D10 for
a D10. Yes. All right, my D10. All right. So what did I say before? 9. So
9.
I rolled a 16.
16. And what was yours, Pam?
Least a foot taller than everybody, and 26.
26. Excellent. So you guys notice this entire army starts fleeing in terror.
Wait.
Like the worms turn tail. The one worm is still sitting there, kind of like.
Oh yeah, because Diana didn't let him go.
Still paralyzed. As you see everybody start to just run, and once the battlefield clears, this blue energy that you guys saw, again, it starts crackling, and another explosion of light, and all of you are now standing right inside the halo. You're not down in the chamber, but you are by the halo. What do you do?
They're running?
Pull the lever.
Blast them! Yeah!
No, they have. I mean, you guys can chase after them if you want to, but I mean, you're going to chase an army?
No.
No, I'm going to pull the lever.
Rest on everyone.
What is how is the, you said there are 5 pillars. Do they have anything on them?
Just the ruins that Nova saw earlier.
Everybody gets 11 HP.
Oh, I'm full
And
again.
everybody up some.
Oh, cool.
Well, cool. That basically negates all the health you took away from them.
Yeah. I take your health and then I sing you back to health.
Excellent. So you
Well,
guys,
did we do it? Was that the artifact?
I think that's one. Hell of an artifact.
Can we still see the army retreating, and are they still on the field?
no, they're off the field. Like some of them are hurt, have been like a lot of the little ones have been trampled by the bigger ones. Like there are creatures dead and dying on the field. But the majority of the army, you can see the trees moving, and you just hear this thunderous sound heading over.
I'm going to pull the lever anyways.
You're going to pull the lever anyways. Roll a D4.
If you kill us right now, it'd be hysterical.
That is a 2.
That is a 2.
Which was where I was.
Yep, you see the lightning bolt come down, or you see the halo, and it just scorched, and you just hear a lot of these cries of pain just go out like a whimper.
Well, I think if you could say anything, we have a lot of loot to go through.
That would make a good line in a poem.
Did we win?
And ladies and gentlemen, that is it. You have pushed back the Gruul and the Rakdos army. You saved the artifact. You know what it does, but you don't quite know what you can do with it. Do you guys want to, I'm going to give you guys the choice. You guys got to hang around for a little bit and wait for some time to clear? Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Harlan Hollows, you did say that you're going to go through some loot.
Yeah.
I will say we shall end our adventure. That is where the Selesnian Conclave tale ends.
Yay!
Congratulations, man! You guys were like rolling so well with stuff. Like a lot of the other stuff, a lot of stuff I was gonna have happen, you guys destroyed. It's just like cool. I'm gonna have this group go over to Pam, and Josh is like, I'm gonna come over here and just destroy everything. Pam's like, I'm gonna use these giant bombs thing. I'm like, dang! I was trying so hard to try to get you guys to run in there so you'd get to that avatar sooner, but you guys got it at least at the end. Yeah. You guys destroyed me tonight.
Part of me thinks we didn't even need the avatar. We could just have taken it without the avatar.
Well, just to let you know, I was going to have at least 15 worms, at least 30 stone
so
giants.
It's good that we went to the avatar.
Yeah, it is good. You guys did get to that point.
I don't think you heard what I said. I think we could have taken it.
Because you were going to charge the Great Worm, I was this tempted to polymorph it into a pink pony. While you were trying to charge this Great Worm, and just like you get to it until it shrinks down to the like pink pony.
That'd have been real funny.
I was like,
go ahead. So because we have come to it, let's just jump on really quick. See if anybody's still. I know we did go over just a little bit. See if anybody say hello. A couple quick comments. Say goodbye to everybody.
I know that Adorable Ash came on earlier, and I was very happy that it's my bestie.
I know Sarah BC1 earlier said that I made her spit take when I was running down the hill. So
if I had been drinking my drink, I probably would have spit took as well.
Spit tooken.
Spit tooken.
And then Sarah BC1 said, "What is Christopherson's class?" And Scott Denuso said, "Arrogant."
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Scott was also saying 15 on the die, so natural 18.
Yeah, I think I might have said that at one point.
Did.
Yeah.
Scott Denuso was on my side. He said, Diana, he reminded him of his troops. He didn't remind me of my troops.
That's fair. No. That's fair.
Well, true. You did go 2 rounds without doing it.
I
guess I could have.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yes, Scott made a reference to the Power Rangers.
I feel like these more of the Planeteers, and why am I the heart? Come on. That you know the heart and the pink one is the worst.
I was actually thinking more of Voltron. I was like, I'm the leg!
So
I'm the left arm!
Well, Power Rangers do that too. Take the Megazord.
Yeah, so to let you guys know, that avatar was based because Diana and I started watching Voltron, for all of you out there that have not watched it. Fantastic show, by the way. But everybody, I want to thank you guys so much for jumping in with another Tales of Ravnica. Diana and our screen have decided to freeze, but if you can at least still hear us. Dustin and Ben, thank you guys so much for hopping on board, coming in tonight. Dustin, guest star, Ben.
Dude, this was awesome.
I'm glad you had fun. Ben, hysterical as always, my friend. Thanks. I absolutely love you guys. Josh, Pam, and Diana, having you guys on every week is always fun. Pam, I love the goatee. Also, for everybody still watching out there as well, too, you guys know it. If you want some more shows, we've got plenty of shows coming on the rest of the week. Tomorrow night, we got Jared with his bad group coming in hot and crazy. Thursday night, we got Benjamin, or I should say Christopherson, the Golden Stallion of Helen Hollows, coming in, running Diana and myself through some Rise of the Runt Lords. Yes. Friday nights, we're also going to be jumping on as well, too, when Evil Jim Jam takes back the seat for some heroic endeavors. Yes. Saturday morning, we got some Crag extravaganza with some Crag Smash and some Mario Kart. And then Ben takes the realm again for some Things in Space. Things in Space is getting crazy as well, too. You have Sunday to rest, ladies and gentlemen. And then next week, we start it all over again with Crits and Giggles, run by Ben's beautiful wife, Jenny Mills. It's absolutely fantastic. And Ben is also playing in that one, driving everybody crazy as a large, arrogant kind of creature as well,
he's
too.
not arrogant.
Oh, again, no, he's not really arrogant. No, he's not the arrogant one.
He just doesn't think.
But another very large and fun creature. Now, I do have one thing to say to everybody before we do sign off here. Next Tuesday, unfortunately, we are not going to have an episode of Tales of Ravnica because, fortunately, we have something else cool really happening. Because, as a lot of people know, PaizoCon is happening next week, and we have been invited to play a game for PaizoCon next Tuesday night. Boom! It's going to be awesome. It is going to be from 4 to 7 p.m. I do believe that is Pacific Standard Time as well, too. So look out for more information from us and from Paizo. We will be getting you the information from that. So next week, you will not be seeing me or Josh or Pam or anybody run the game, Tales of Ravnica, but we will be back the following week. So next Tuesday, we got some PaizoCon action happening at 4 o'clock. Again, Dustin, Ben, thank you guys so much for hopping in, playing with us. Pam, Josh, Diana, thank you guys again for a lovely week. Adam Rady, let's hit it. Everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys.
Bye, everybody.